Good evening and welcome to another episode of the Coach's Box. Ray Halbrook, producer of Livestream STL and the Coach's Box here. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Wednesday. Is it an O Wednesday? It is an O Wednesday. It is, yes, get out your green. And it is the wonderful St. Patty's Day. Always having fun with the St. Patty's Day. All the guys here are wearing green, I think. Guys, are you all wearing green here?
No.
I'm not.
Nope. Not
I'm
doing
not.
it.
I'm not.
Not wearing any green.
All right, fine.
I am on.
Hey,
Yeah, every time I hit you guys' mix back here, it's they decides to go to stereo mode, and then it mutes you guys at the same time, so it's kind of weird. So there you have it. There you are, Chris Miller. How's it going?
It's all good, man. Ready to break it down
No,
here.
it's not all good. Let me tell you why.
Here we go.
Let me tell you why, Mr. Jarvis. Timeout tirade. So,
Here we
if you
go.
haven't
Don't air
watched,
your dirty laundry on the show.
fine.
No,
But
go ahead.
anyway,
no, please, please.
no.
People wanna know.
No. Because
Inquiring minds want to
first
know?
world
Yes.
problems. We have first world problems, Mr.
What are
Jarvis.
These
So
computer
if you
guys
haven't,
over here.
if you haven't watched Last Chance U yet
Oh,
on Netflix, it's an excellent show.
Don't look
Now,
at Jarvis's page, though.
There's some preferred language in there that but other than that, the football.
It's nothing
series
worse than
is
your
great.
kids say when they play video
That's
games.
true. The football series is great, so they started the basketball series, and I'm on episode 6. Finished that today, but then old Jughead over here ruins the ending for me last
Jughead,
night when he's number 3 on the Facebook.
On the
Thanks,
Facebook.
man.
Thanks, Grandpa.
Any other movies you want to ruin for us?
I can't remember
Forrest.
my gosh dang password to Facebook right now to get on there.
Any other movies you want to ruin for us? Forrest Gump.
Well, you're an
Godfather?
idiot if it
If
ruined it
you
for
haven't
you.
seen Forrest Gump,
If it ruined it
Titanic.
for you, then you
Do you want to
haven't
ruin
been-
Titanic for us?
What a
I
terrible
the boat went
movie.
down.
Titanic was
The
terrible.
boat went down.
Jack!
Hey,
That's
and
funny.
She said she'll never let go, and
Now-
then she let him go.
Yes. Now,
I don't
we-
get it.
Now, Jarvis, we know we're kidding because
Or are you?
Oh, we are, because
Okay.
obviously. So I sent him a message saying, "Hey, man, I really appreciate it."
Yeah, I'm like,
and he's
dude.
like, "Dude, nobody got to finish the season.
Nope.
COVID."
Gosh.
Literally.
I'm glad that you got that out of the way now. You feel better about yourself?
He does.
I'm glad he got that
Did your
out of the way,
therapist say
too.
that you had the first step is you had to talk, make amends here, whatever?
He's the one that's got to make
Oh.
amends.
Well, that ain't happening.
I know.
You don't know Jarvis very well.
I'm out.
I'm out. And I'm out.
like,
Yeah.
what?
You
This,
can
this
hold your
interview
breath.
is, this interview is over. Over.
Oh, that's funny.
Anyway, we had something big, I think, to talk about.
What's coming up? Is there anything that's
No.
what is this month?
Is there a soccer match?
There he is.
football?
What sport is that?
Soccer.
That's hockey on grass.
Hockey. Don't you ever disrespect hockey like that.
There is
Just
some
because you
hockey.
don't know
I
anything
know,
about hockey.
I know.
There's something about some basketball or something.
Yeah.
High school basketball.
Yes.
Yeah, that's getting ready to
Finished
this
part
weekend.
of it.
Yep.
Yeah, half of it, half done.
Yep.
None of us
3 more
are
classes
participating.
left.
Yeah, we're not in it. We're out. I'm not in the big schools. Anybody here in the big schools? 4, 5, and 6?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But you guys are here.
Oh, yeah, we're here.
Glad to have you here.
Yeah, we are so glad to be here.
I bet.
So glad to be
I
here.
am happy to be here. I mean, I would much rather be
Weekend
there,
plans?
but,
Nope.
whatever.
Yeah.
Don't have to worry about that. So, what we do have, in case you live under a rock and you don't watch the show or any sports or anything, NCAA tournament. Starts tomorrow. Should be 64 teams in a tournament, but apparently the NCAA need to make more money, so they have 4 more games, so we have 68,
Yep.
which makes absolutely no sense to me, but hey, I don't know anything.
Welcome to the year of making money.
I think they've done that before, though. They've had to
They've
play
had-
in
they've had
games.
to play
but
in.
still, it's stupid. But okay, everybody gets more trophies and chances to play.
Well, you probably give the automatic bids, and then you have some teams that are either on the bubble or the traditional powerhouses that you definitely want to have in. So,
Right. I think the big thing with it is this year the change is that they're playing all in basically a quadrant of around Indianapolis.
Schedule change too.
Yeah.
Always Thursday, Friday, first round. Saturday, Sunday, nope, that's out the window.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Get it done.
Get it
Yeah.
done.
That's why I had to do it.
Yeah.
And just in case you don't want anybody to get COVID.
Yeah.
Got to go. Got to
So
get it done.
it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy.
Well, speaking of
Happen fast.
brackets and tournaments and all this other fun stuff,
Have you got any brackets yet?
I've done one.
Is there any out there you know of? Any?
Yeah. You can. If you haven't joined a pool right now, you can join our very own Coach's Box Bracket Challenge. Okay, it's on our Facebook page. I don't think it's pinned up there, but it's on there. If you scroll down past a couple commercials, some videos, and other things, but it's
we should
there.
pin it there, shouldn't we?
Yeah, you probably should pin it there, right?
Maybe put it on the comment.
Jarvis didn't get on there. He could do it. Anyway, so if you want to join, what are you doing?
I've shared it to every group I'm in, man. I do this every show. I got to get all the views I can.
He's on tape delay. He's got
on
5
tape
minutes
delay.
worth 5 minutes worth of group.
Right, don't ask him anything. He's busy. He's busy. I'm sorry. I didn't read
I
the
didn't
memo.
realize how many groups I was in either. I'm like, oh my
First
God.
5 minutes of the show, Jarvis is tuned in.
Pottery Barn members of St. Louis. Yes.
You could say whatever
Sam-
you want about
Sam
Jarvis in
Page
the first
fan
5 minutes.
club.
He wouldn't even
He
know.
wouldn't have
It's not
any
you.
fans of Sam Page. Members of
official Shape Reclaim group. I don't care
What?
what group it
the
is.
hell is that?
I don't care what group it is. I am sharing this show because people need to watch it.
People
Yes.
need to watch.
They
They
do.
just need to know. It's,
I mean, I share it to my college alumni page. I don't care.
they're
I'm
probably like,
sharing it.
dude, what is Jarvis doing right now?
30
man?
people on my page right
How
now.
awesome! How awesome would it be to win 70% of the pot
Yeah.
to win it overall?
I know. I'm going to have to put a couple in.
And so our payouts are 70% of the pot. So the more people that obviously play, it's $10 a bracket. Second place is 20% of the pot, and third place is 10%.
You
If you're
just shared
fourth
it.
place, I just did. I know.
Yeah, you did.
I
That's
did
awesome.
it. You're welcome.
That's awesome.
And if,
Thanks.
great
if
guy.
you got fourth place, you don't get diddly squat.
Do you get a slow clap?
No. No.
You could bring your
Not at all.
your little trophy.
Oh, he already said he's winning. I mean,
Oh,
if
did
you
it?
saw his
That's
true.
commercial,
That's true.
he said he's
winning.
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 so
There's only one reason why you ruin that thing, and
Why?
that's because it's
rigged.
You're
It's
the,
rigged, yeah.
Well,
okay, listen, because your mommy told you it was rigged.
well, first of all, you're the man of usefulness knowledge.
Useful.
Isn't it useless?
I know, but it's usefulness.
Okay, cool.
That's
for you.
that's a Blairism.
It's a Blairism. See?
That's something they say in Illinois, maybe. I don't know. Anyway,
Down
That's a
there
show for its
bitten.
own self. There, the
You
Blairisms.
think the guy would be an Illinois fan right
hey,
now?
you,
I mean,
did you pick
Illinois'
Illinois?
I did pick Illinois to win one.
Oh, wow, because
How
Kentucky
did I?
wasn't in it.
I meant about 6 right
So
now.
did I.
But
I
did
picked
pick 'em.
Kentucky. Oh
No.
Yes, you did.
No, you didn't.
picked them.
Is there even a single team in Kentucky that's in the tournament?
Well, they're on the beach right now.
No, wait.
Hanging out.
Is there any college in Kentucky that is in the NCAA tournament?
No.
Wow.
Hey, but Duke. Oh no, it's not.
Nope.
No.
Wow.
North
dude.
Carolina's in.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Either
It's all
way.
right.
That's
So,
funny.
if you want to be a part of this fun, and I'm sure there'll be some trash talking in the next few weeks when it comes to this.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Especially
We don't
as
do that.
the rounds come out. You need to join.
What's that?
I don't know.
Our group messaging is going to go through the roof. But if anything, it'll be fun, and you can be a part of that fun too. And it is through ESPN.com's
We know
bracket
McVay
challenge.
ain't going to win it. He can't win anything. I mean,
This way, he has a chance.
hey,
I mean-
well, yeah, it's unlimited. You can win as many as you want.
Keep putting that money
rules
in
of
there.
probability.
Keep putting that money in.
So you're saying there's a
They're
chance?
saying there's a chance. There's all this 1 in a million talk. So yeah, if you jump in there, you can be a part of it. It should be a good time, and you have a chance. Let's face it, to win a little bit of coin, put it in your pocket in case your stimmy check hasn't dropped. By the way, the internet always wins. Have you seen some of these memes about
they're hilarious.
stimulus check?
Good stuff.
I can't say one of them.
I ain't going to lie.
I like that and the Russell Wilson memes and
I've
the
seen those.
Andy Dalton.
Oh, I want to see them. Give me something to do maybe later. Or while, you guys are talking about stuff I don't care about on the show, I'll find some stuff.
Wow. What, like soccer?
If anybody brings up soccer, I'm out. I might just get up.
Football.
Ball.
Might get up and, mosey on over there.
Portel's going to come on here and yell at us.
Well, sorry.
Hey, we got a big shout out here to Ben Elick, straight from Arizona, by the way.
He's probably sitting
Yeah,
on
I don't
some
want to
kind
hear
of,
about all his vacations.
I thought Ben was supposed to call me, but hey, I guess the time change, the different time zones.
forgot.
He just forgot.
He
Thanks,
forgot.
Ben. While you're having fun.
Why
But he
aren't
did
you
tell-
on the beach somewhere? I thought
he
it was like
did-
a private school thing or something.
No,
He did say though that tell McVay that the boat sinks and Bruce Willis was dead the whole time.
that is true. That, in fact, is true. But yeah, so let's talk a little bit about the tournament. College basketball is kind of a big deal. So I'm kind of looking at this tournament, and it's top heavy a little bit, but at the same time, there could be a lot of craziness that happens this year.
There's some matchups early that I just think there can be some power conference teams that get upset. Now I
Yes.
don't know about going into the second round, Sweet 16, but man, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that later if we're wanting to talk about snubs or if we're wanting to talk about.
I thought we were talking about it. That's what we're doing. If you read the agenda, we're just talking
I
about
am
it.
okay.
I'm one
Talking
seed
about
heavy.
it.
Huh?
Oh, you're picking all favorites?
And
I mean,
I think
That guy. You're that guy.
He's that guy.
I think that this year may be that year where the favorites probably do have a better chance.
Yeah. The older teams.
Yes.
The older senior laden teams. I
And
think.
those-
Oh, so you have Mizzou winning it all right?
No.
They're older. They're
No, they can't score.
proven. They beat
can't score.
Illinois. They beat
did.
some of these teams on here. I mean,
They did.
I don't have them either, but
No.
I haven't won in one game.
Beating Oklahoma, that's going to be a tough test. I
When
mean,
you're a Mizzou fan,
I
you
said-
know the first round. You're sitting there holding your gosh darn breath.
Because Norfolk
The
State is
entire
right
time.
around the corner.
Oh, I still see Tyus Edney going down and making.
well, I was
I
just,
know.
That's why I can't ever
Tyus
pick UCLA. I won't
I
ever.
know.
so I was reading, a bunch
Really?
of stuff about
Just
this.
like I hate the Patriots. Hate them.
about the bracket. Yes, I do. Every
You-
once in
you
a while.
read?
And they said that the Mizzou is the worst snub as far as seed in the last 25 years in the tournament.
What?
Getting that 9
Yep.
seed.
Yes.
I know the overall.
and the matchup that they received, as well as if they would be fortunate enough to win that, to move on to the next round.
Why?
Said that they thought they deserved a 4.
I don't know about that.
Well, they were ranked 33 when they came out. All of the different rankings. Now, I mean, you could do the math on it. I'm
Well,
not
I
good
mean,
at math,
and
but-
they're getting punished because someone's relative died. Because you look at them, you can't tell me they lose all 3 of those games if Tillman's there.
right.
I don't think they do.
No. I agree.
And if you look at some of their wins early in the season, I know it was early in the season.
Still,
but you
wins
still
are wins.
beat them.
Yeah.
Wins
You
are
still
wins.
beat
Wins
those
are
teams.
wins.
And I mean, and as a Mizzou fan, it just seems like that every time they get in. I mean,
I'd agree.
it just seems like every time they get in, you're like, now they lost to Norfolk. They've done some stupid things too, but
That they have. That they have. It's hard to be a Mizzou fan this
well,
time of year. It just really
It is. and I
Well,
love it.
here's the thing. I think it brings up the point of, and this is something maybe we could talk about now or later. Who's going to win in terms of, is it going to be an offensive team, a top 10 offensive team? Is it going to be a top 10, top 15 defensive team that makes a run? Because especially now in this situation with COVID, are you betting on a team that's going to score a boatload of points like an LSU, like an Arkansas, like a Gonzaga?
I got LSU pretty far over here.
Or are you going to take it? Are you going to take a top 10 defense?
Damn, you do have them far.
Tell you.
Wow. By the way, we don't accept the paper ones.
I did this, so I had it, so I could talk about it. I didn't want to be accused of being on my phone. If you notice, I'm always on the phone in the beginning, or if
No, we didn't notice.
We need to just talk about that.
Or
we need to
if
just
He
talk
did. He
about
did.
it.
Hey,
I
he
was
was
on
on
the
the
phone.
phone. He didn't say it.
or
Jason,
or,
I
Blair's talking. I mean,
love-
other than that,
And you hear music.
I literally told the kids for Main Street Sports, I said, right ahead, I said, it's okay to have your phone in there because I said, Jarvis, all those guys, they do the same thing. So, no big deal.
Man,
So you just got to make sure you turn it down.
it's just like they're in a classroom. I mean,
Right?
you know,
Kids on their phone.
Kids are never on their phones.
They don't do
What?
that.
They don't have phones. What are you talking?
They have phones in the schools?
I always talk about how, man, if I was as entertaining as your phone, you guys would be. You would know everything about American history. But
Next thing you know, it's going to be on evaluation. You're not as entertaining as their phone. Otherwise, they would pay more attention. You get a 2.
So Jarvis gets himself a new app. The Jason Jarvis teaching app.
Oh, my gosh. No one's watching that.
Can market that.
So I have I'm wondering what's going to happen if we get to, like, let's say Sweet 16 and the team goes out.
I know. That's what I'm like, man.
Then the team that got to play moves on.
Yeah.
You've seen it happen in the conference tournament.
I know, but it's just like, wow.
But
What if it's the championship game like several of the major conferences? Oh, my goodness. And you're now the national champion.
Congratulations.
Here's
That
your
was
trophy.
anticlimactic.
Exactly.
But, like, I
Do we
just
still
don't
get to
know.
cut the nets down?
One shining moment's playing while you're doing it. That would be the worst.
Oh, man.
That would be the worst.
Well, see, I thought they would have done a quarantine of 2 weeks before they had the tournament, and then they wouldn't have had an issue.
Oh, you
I
can't
was-
do that now.
I was thinking
There's
that was
only so
happening.
much. It's all
No,
the
you can't do
scheduling.
that.
It's all the scheduling and the time when you can have those arenas.
Oh,
and
no, you
But
can't
my
do that.
point
You can't
was,
do that now.
if they would have done that, if they
Why?
would have not had the conference tournaments,
'Cause
like
that'd make
we
too much
kind
sense.
of debated about, and then gave that 2-week window, it would have been started
the
on.
conference tournament.
Hey,
So, our conference, we have to have it.
We have to play that tournament.
well, some
That's
teams
what-
wouldn't
Some
be
team-
in it.
Georgetown
if you
would
didn't
not be
have it.
in.
That's
would not
that's
be
for damn sure they wouldn't
And
be.
probably
Yeah.
SLU would
Hey,
be.
I know.
Patrick Ewing would already be fired
Well,
because somebody didn't recognize who he was when he walked to Madison Square Garden. Did you hear about
you
that?
know, who- yeah.
He got carded for ID.
Yeah.
Like as he's walking in, the security guy at Madison Square Garden. He's like, he goes on press conference. He starts calling him out. He's big timing him. He's like, I ain't asked for ID. My numbers hang up. That's me.
Do you know who I am?
You know who I am? I'm like, what? You just said
funny.
that. You fronted out some guy who probably didn't even watch basketball.
Probably
kidding
wasn't
me?
even born. Probably wasn't even born.
Or
when
some
you were
kid.
playing.
Yeah, like, I don't know who you are, man. You're
I
just
was
tall.
gonna say,
7-foot coach.
See, that's the other thing. You know, how 7-footers walking around. You might be involved with the game of basketball.
Volleyball.
That's what it is.
True.
Yeah.
Will Chamberlain became a really good volleyball player after he stopped playing basketball.
Wilt.
I have a feeling I know why he went to volleyball.
I know why. 20,000 reasons why. Just throwing it out there.
Dun, dun, dun.
So,
That's all I got to say about that.
I'll tell you, truth
Well, I
hurts.
mean, you can't.
Go.
It's history. What are you supposed to say?
Well,
That's right.
wait a minute. If I don't like it, I just delete it.
right, you can't.
So, what's your guys' thoughts on SLU not getting in?
I hate it.
That's a snub.
Stupid.
That's a perfect example of a team
COVID screwed him.
that was playing really well. Was
Top 25?
top 25 ranking, and then
What was the highest ranking they had?
22.
You had Illinois in the top 10. You had Mizzou in the top 15. And I want to say you had SLU around 22-ish.
I think it was 22 if I
yeah.
read that right
Yeah.
this week.
And then they
All
got
in the same
COVID
week.
not long
Yeah.
after that. And then
A month.
I hate it because
They had 2 shutdowns.
they're
there.
a team that
Yeah.
got a lot of older guys.
Well, the coach got it once, and then some players got it the second time, or vice versa, or something.
Yeah, it's
so
no
coach,
fun when the coach gets.
know,
By the
I-
way, go ahead, finish. I'm
No,
sorry.
I just think that as far as you're looking at the quality of teams in the bracket, I mean, you look at the SLU team and you think, man, they're pretty good. But you look at some of these teams that got in as an at-large, and SLU would have beat them 5 out of 5 times probably. So I just don't know where the.
I can tell you, it's a Missouri thing.
Well-
SLU's not
small
going to have a lot
private
of
school.
fans.
There you
Just
go.
the same with Mizzou.
But they
And
can't have
that
fans there.
That is, well, I mean,
it's called commercials.
yeah,
It's
all
called
that stuff.
viewership. I get it.
It's
I
merchandise.
I watch it.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like
merchan-
Michigan State getting in as
Yeah.
the at large,
Or
they're
Syracuse.
the Final Four in.
That's the one.
Syracuse is they'll always find a way in. Boeheim has pictures on somebody. He will always get in. That old coot, I swear. Now, his kid went off for like 70 points in 2 games, but come on, man.
I know.
I mean, and you know what's really
Come
crazy?
on,
Here,
man.
I have them picked to win games because they get in, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, hey, we got to start playing now. We go from being a 13-loss team or whatever, and oh yeah, we'll win. We'll get to the Final Four maybe.
Well, that matchup
Well,
gives a lot of
because
teams
it's the-
fits.
it's
Well,
the
it does.
zone.
It's a stupid zone.
Well, and that's I
Stupid.
said that's the debate.
Stupid
Are you-
zone.
Yeah.
Who plays the zone?
Stupid zone.
Who plays the zone?
I mean,
I didn't stutter when I said
I
it.
mean, if a team can't shoot, why not be in a zone?
Thanks.
What are you trying to say?
My team couldn't shoot. It's bad coaching.
I mean, I even had a lot of teams run zone against me this year, and I was like, man, they could just man us up, and nope, they're gonna run zone, and then we just miss shots. So I mean,
Well, this time of year when there's national spotlight and all of a sudden kids who normally can shoot well get a little puckered up and they can't hit those shots, Syracuse zone looks amazing. So
That's what's going to
Yeah.
probably happen a little bit.
I'm going to go back, though. Speaking of when you said about coaches getting COVID, did anybody hear about Gino getting COVID?
No.
He got his
Uh-uh.
second
Now?
test.
Wait. He got the vaccination.
Second
and he,
vaccine.
And
And
he
then
got
got it.
And then he tested positive for
4
COVID.
days later. His second vaccine.
So he,
Huh.
he
4
had
days
to
later.
already have it
Huh.
when he got vaccinated.
Huh, how does that happen?
man, that's
Is that the
stinks.
girls' coach you're talking about?
Yeah, from UConn. UConn girls coach
Yep.
tested positive for COVID after he got the COVID vaccination.
How does
So
that
what
happen?
happened to that? I didn't look
He's
at the
out for like a couple games.
Oh,
So the
one
team's
or two.
not out,
No,
but he's out.
no, because
I thought Virginia had
Interesting.
players that are still quarantined.
they haven't been able to practice.
That's what I'm saying. I thought they were still out.
Well, I mean, Kansas. I mean, they were
They were out
quarantined
too.
right before this too.
Well, I think that's what
Well,
cost
Kansas will win because the NCAA has to have Kansas win.
Right. Well, like you say, Kentucky's not in there. Duke's not in
Yeah,
there.
I know, guys.
Kansas
I was
has it.
really-
and,
I was-
and North Carolina.
I was really shocked that Duke didn't get in as an at-large because of them getting COVID at the last second there, and then thinking, well, since they did get it, and they won that big time game the day before, and blah, blah.
I
Well,
think
they
they
should
shut
get
down.
in.
I think the AD or the whoever the higher ups completely shut them down when they came out and they said it wasn't a Coach K thing. I think it was up that they said, "Yeah, we're done."
Okay, so
Season's
let
over
me
with.
get this straight. You're saying that the athletic director at Duke has more power than Coach K at Duke.
I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is when they said
At a
we're
private
done,
school,
Somebody
I'm
does.
not saying. I said somebody said we're done.
Jesus. That's it.
Well,
Then Coach K.
Then
Yes,
Coach
yeah,
K.
yeah.
It's Jesus, Coach K,
yeah, he might.
Shane
maybe
Battier,
Who's your daddy? Battier. Who's your daddy?
Steve Wojciechowski,
Wojo.
Mojo. I hated him.
Why? He
hated
was
him
awesome.
because I liked North Carolina back
Oh,
then.
okay.
I liked the guys they had. That's back like when Carter was playing.
Yeah.
All right, moving back.
Oh,
Let's
you
Man, Rimmon.
talk about a great NBA career. That
So
Vince
what,
Carter, geez.
put your
Look at-
hand in the cookie
I
jar.
know.
looking at the bracket, who do you guys think is kind of a Cinderella as far as that goes?
Well, we talked about it beforehand that everyone's Winthrop.
Winthrop, yeah.
yeah,
Colgate.
I don't even have Colgate winning the game.
A lot of people are saying that
Colgate.
they're going to give Arkansas fits. This could be one of the
That's
best
number-
teams coming out of the Patriot League.
Hey, dude, I like the way Arkansas was playing here
Yeah.
at the end.
I know.
But, I mean, how many times have we seen one of these
I got Arkansas
high
in the Elite
seeds?
Eight, so that's why I'm
Oh,
saying
I
that.
mean,
high seeds coming right out? They could be a 2,
Right.
a 3, and they get bounced in the first round because they were hot, and all of a sudden they just kind of cooled.
going
Just-
in.
Yeah, they were hot and out.
That's the thing. I mean, you just want to keep playing right now.
Yeah.
You don't want to practice. You want to keep playing games.
I'm going
I mean,
undefeated.
Anyone talk about practice?
Practice.
Practice.
you just get out, get some shots.
I-
Let's go.
I think Winthrop, Colgate, UC Santa Barbara is a sexy pick.
I also like Ohio, and Coach Jarvis.
Yeah,
Just looking at his bracket,
Ohio's
but
a big one, yeah.
I think they upset Virginia. I think they really in the
If-
first round, and then they probably get the winner. What, Creighton? I think is that right?
No,
Creighton and
UC
UCSB.
Santa Barbara.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, you talk about that; those two teams could win, and for the right to go to the Sweet 16. I mean, think about it.
I wish Loyola Chicago would not have been seated where they were.
Yeah,
That's
play
crazy.
Illinois.
I still think they could upset it, Illinois.
They look
And I've
really
got-
good in the NBC
Nope.
tournament,
Man.
but they've also had 2 weeks off of doing
Illinois is going to Final
Zippy.
Four.
Yeah. They
I don't know, man. I don't
win
know.
the Big Ten. I mean, they're rolling.
Again,
They're rolling.
Bottle
Yeah,
Rocket.
They've been
Hey,
kinda
look, I
rolling
got
all
them in the
year,
final.
though.
I got them in the championship game on the first bracket I did.
Yeah.
I do too.
But
This is the only bracket I've done so far.
Really?
We did it in our
Wouldn't know.
history of sports class, but I hadn't done one yet.
Well, and
That's what we did today.
I mean, you talk about it 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, everybody was saying Gonzaga's going to win it all. There's nobody even close to them.
I
as
tell you,
far
BYU could maybe make a.
I got
a short run.
BYU to 8.
But
Who
I
do they
think
play?
that
Because I
that's-
think they could beat them.
They-
The matchup with BYU.
Well, they
They
play
play
the winner of Michigan State and UCLA.
I think
Which-
Michigan State could upset them. I do.
Hey, with him,
you rebound,
with Michigan State, anything can happen tournament
Exactly.
time.
That's
Exactly.
true.
You rebound well. You limit your opponents to one and done. You just win ball games doing that.
Yeah.
And Izzo's done that and is known for that.
I just think I always remember when I think about the tournament, I think about a team catching hot shooting.
somebody's
Someone like LSU or someone like BYU could just catch fire.
Yeah.
But there's
And-
some
and-
teams that I also believe that kind of that defensive mentality that really plays
Well,
into.
put Mizzou in a different area maybe, and they may have a chance. You put them. I mean, I'm not saying they may not even win their first game.
Right.
So
Well, it's a tough test in Oklahoma. Holy
Does
moly!
Gonzaga have the best road of the ones to get to the Final Four?
I would
think they
say so.
probably-
I mean, they're
think
the
so.
overall, the number one
Right,
overall seed.
right.
They're undefeated, and
Here's my thing, though. They haven't had a game, and even the last game when they played BYU for the championship, they still wind up beating them by double digits. They haven't had a close ball game. I know they were down at halftime, but they haven't had that close ball game late
'Cause
in the second half.
nobody's as good as they are.
Well, when you're playing in the
The West Coast Conference.
yes, I know.
I know. Make the Pacific Super Conference. We were talking about it before the show started. Be great. Nobody wants to play them.
I know.
so what?
So I don't know.
So a
like-
Mizzou defensive team.
I know.
okay,
That's-
so
No.
my other thought process is okay. You got these
Oh,
games.
if they
in-
do, I'll be
in
Mizzou
quad-
rared it. I'll be woo. Sorry, Blair.
So now these coaches that are really good scout coaches that have,
They have a cowboy.
can
Cowboy.
can scout really fast and and make an adjustment pretty quickly to turn around pretty quickly. I think with this playing the way it is, and you're actually being able to see these teams play in person, right now, right then, I think that's going to help some of these teams that have quality coaches that can scout really, really well.
And to piggyback off of that, the scouting's going to be good, but at the end of the day, you have to look and find the teams that have a player that's just going to go get you buckets. Who on that list has a guy that, hey, clear out, ISO, go one-on-one, and go get you points.
Well, and that's the problem with Mizzou. They don't have that guy.
Right.
Well, I think it really comes down to how well you play defense and who has the best guards.
Yes. Guard play.
Guard play wins.
We say that in high school.
Guard play wins.
Guard-
It doesn't matter, high school, college.
But then I
pro.
also tell you that you got to have a big guy that's dominant.
Well,
on-
I think
if-
defensively.
Yes.
Yeah, and if you have a big guy that's dominant, you've seen it in the past where teams may not be the best, but they have a dominant big guy, and they win it all.
Here's a prime example, just to kind of go back to we were talking about high school and class 4, 5, and 6, the Lutheran South North County matchup.
Yep.
Oh,
that big guy.
The big guy took away what
Lots
North
of-
County likes to do, which is attack the rim, get to the free throw line, and I mean it was unfortunately for North County, for us it was a blink and now you're down 7. Oh, now you're down 11. Now you're down 13,
Yep.
14, and Lutheran South didn't do anything I would say fancy. They just did what they did really, really well,
All
and
year.
then North County had to rely on the outside shot, got cold. So I think that when you talk about Syracuse in that zone, that's sort of what happens. That's sort of what will happen to teams that maybe they do score a lot of points, but next thing you know, hold on, they go cold a little bit. They go cold from the three-point line, pucker up, and then now they're pressing. They're
Yeah.
By the way, very classy move for North County to let them cut the nets down when they won. So
They're very good.
I didn't.
Yeah,
that's
I
the first
mean-
time I've ever seen that happen.
We won the district at a place last year, and we didn't get to cut the net down.
I didn't either.
Hey, that's way above our pay grade. Isn't it?
Friend, I have nothing to do with that.
You want to know why you didn't cut the net down? Because there was like 10 gazillion people in that
I would have
Gym.
moved their asses on, cut the net.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
You
you
coulda
went back to
waited.
your own gym and
You
cut
coulda
it.
We
waited.
did.
That's awesome.
We did go
Hey.
back to our own gym.
I
Had
was
our
gonna
own
say,
That's
is that
cool.
what you did?
Yeah.
That's cool.
You know what we didn't do, and what we don't do on this show is talk about Liverpool soccer, Matt Shooting.
Yeah, we
Kevin Howley?
That'll probably be the last time we mention
This is
Liverpool.
it.
Hey, we gotta.
Know anything about soccer?
I think we got to bring that guy back for next week. I mean, he's got to become off assignment for at least 1 week, right?
Well, the first show,
Yeah, so
the year anniversary.
El Presidente Shooty. Invitation.
we got to have him back on.
Bring him on back.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to go and
I mean, a one-show wonder, and then we put him back on assignment.
That's right.
said things
So,
he shouldn't have.
my question is, do we let him
Censorship.
make the agenda?
No,
No.
because I'm not talking about that crap.
no.
I don't have to
He'll
talk
Jarvis
about it.
just be
Wait,
on the
wait.
phone.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
He did make our agenda for show number 1.
He did.
He
I
did.
don't care. I'm not talking about Liverpool.
He wouldn't do
I
that.
can't even
He
tell you a
wouldn't
thing about
do
soccer.
that.
He probably would bring it up and say something, and then be like, "What?"
I mean, I know what offsides
Who's that?
is, and that's about it.
Well, anyway, to kind of put a bow on our college tournament talk, and we'll be talking a little bit more about this, obviously, after the games get played. So if you're interested, join our pool, get in on it.
Hashtag
Shooty's
ratings
in there,
goal.
so you can talk some smack to
Right.
him. Coach Halley, both those guys who love soccer for whatever reason, you can get in there and talk some smack about a real sport. And be
Dope.
there with us and talk some smack, too.
Justin
And
Ford
a lot of
says
fun.
he hasn't been back in forever. Come on out tomorrow night or next week.
You got to join our bracket challenge, Justin. We'll let you back in.
Right?
Come on, we'll bring you off of assignment.
Hey, now, wait a minute. If we're going to original location, you need to quit inviting people.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
Be a party.
It's a weeknight.
So what?
We just have 9 to 5s. Or,
We'll be done by 11.
7.
We're gonna start a little
I
earlier.
Hey.
you talk about
We'll
6
start a
to
little
We
6.
can start a little earlier.
We're gonna start a little
possibly,
earlier
yes.
so we can
We could.
go a little longer with the 1 year one a little bit. Have some.
We'll be
special
done by
guests.
11.
Jason's like, what?
You know.
What are we doing? He doesn't care.
I don't
He's
care.
gonna be,
I don't
he's
care,
gonna be
I'll
in
be
his
home.
PJs halfway through. What are you
Hey,
talking about?
it's like a Zoom meeting. We dress up here. and PJ's down here.
I'm going to be down in Piedmont that weekend.
Are you?
Yeah, we're heading
sorry.
on down there. And
Piedmont.
That's
we're
his
going to
big
hang out
time
down
weekend.
there.
We'll be done by 11 a.m.
I ain't worried
All
about it.
nighter, baby.
I'm sure I can make it. Not that I've ever done it before.
Take some no-dos. You'll be cool.
Right?
Shaky. Still cool. So, I don't know. Did you guys watch any of the high school Final Four games?
Did.
Did you pay your $15 to watch
No.
the whole thing?
No,
Was it
I didn't.
15?
It was
You know-
15 for the whole weekend. But it's for next weekend, too.
Yeah. And
Wow.
You get all of the Final Four
Really?
games for
For 4,
15
5, and
They're
six?
trying to-
$15. You get to watch them all.
That's
That's
a
a good deal.
That is a good deal.
You know what's
That
not
is
a good deal is watching each individual one for 10
No.
No, that's not a good deal.
at all.
for the games that are going to get more viewership, if they would have $15 for the whole postseason, they would have got a ton more viewership and would have made a ton more money.
So, Dr. Erhan, if you're watching, which I doubt it, even though you're a
Feel free.
Facebook friend, you can take that into advisement maybe.
Yes, I 100%
You
agree.
should put that on the advisory email.
Well,
Especially when you went to places that didn't allow fans or only allowed a few fans, that people couldn't go and watch the game.
Not North County.
So
Good Lord, they were packed in there like sardines. Was the Post-Dispatch down there
No, they
taking
were not.
pictures?
No,
No, they
because
weren't.
No,
it's a
they
smart
weren't.
Just
virus.
checking.
It's a smart virus. You said that all along.
I
It's
know.
a
I
smart
just
virus.
wanted to make sure.
they cut them
Speaking of, I just
They don't pass the
We
St.
are-
Francis River.
yeah,
In fear of their life, maybe.
I think we were marked safe though from the St. Pius super spreader event.
By the way, hey,
I wanted to put that on
I-
Facebook.
I wanna go-
never
Oh, my
did, but I
God.
really
God,
wanted to
that'd
put
been
that.
great. You know what? I might do it.
Oh,
might do
that
it.
would be funny.
I
I'm going to
wanted
tell you
to.
right now. After our super spreader event
Oh my gosh!
that the
my
Post-Dispatch
gosh.
put out there,
No,
We
that
have-
wasn't who said that.
Okay.
That was the.
I've heard
what's
you've
her- that
gotten a
was the
lot of
lady.
admirers because of this.
we have. And actually, it's been good stuff, actually. But since our super spreader event, we have had absolutely, take a guess, how many cases?
0.
If you carry the 1, it still ends up as 0. 0. Huh. Let the
Hey.
kids play and let people watch and wear a mask if you want, whatever. But that's okay. In different parts of the state, obviously, it's different things going on. They said at Springfield, everybody had to wear a mask at the Final Four. if you watch the thing, a lot of people ain't got them on. Slid down.
It's kind of
Cheering.
How do you enforce it?
You have somebody walk around. I do know somebody they come over and told him because their mask was pulled down. They said, "Hey, you gotta get your mask up," and he was like, "I don't want to. We're gonna have to leave." Okay, come get me.
I was gonna say,
And they just walked away.
Exactly.
They
I
said
said,
some
how
other
are you
stuff,
gonna-
but you know,
yeah. How are you
to me,
going to
it's-
enforce it?
But look, I'll give it all of Mish's stuff aside, and we can all pick it apart. Everybody here can. At least we got the games in.
Yeah.
In this crazy year, and knock on wood, come this weekend when we have Class 4, 5, and 6, all those games get played too. So,
Dude,
There
I
you
mean, basketball was, a pretty good success when you look at it.
I would
All
say,
things
I mean,
considered,
all
from-
things
from the
Every
fall,
one of us played over 20 games, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You were close.
19,
18.
18.
Okay.
sorry.
And
You
that
got,
may
you
not-
got twice, though, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I mean, early in the season, then we had right there we played the
Christmas
Christmas
time.
tournament.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we
Yeah.
lost those games, and we had the snow.
That was the other
It was
thing.
right at the end of the year,
Uh-huh.
so you can't reschedule your stuff. So
Oh,
it's-
I had a couple weeks. I had 1 week we had 4 games. So, I mean, yeah, that's interesting weeks built in there, too.
but, you know, hey,
So let's kind of talk about the Class 1 through 3. Once again, your alma mater was state champs.
once again,
our
they've
boys.
been state champions since 1965.
I know, but I'm saying is why I'm going to talk about them. We
Oh.
talked about them last week about
Sure.
winning, and so
Well,
I
how
think
couldn't you? You see those awkward scores, those crooked numbers.
All I know is I watched both games, and they were far and ahead better.
Oh, I know.
I mean, just Mountain City was a good team.
They talked about that
Oh, yeah.
being a really, really good matchup, and like that was supposed to.
I
that
mean,
was,
Mountain City's ahead by 1 at halftime.
they punched them in the mouth a little bit, and
Yeah.
and South Iron responded in the second half. I thought really, really well.
Yeah, I mean, in the
you
semifinal
think?
game, they
Yeah.
played sloppy and they won by 35.
Yes, so
And
sloppy
then-
was the word.
And then, you know, they had a good game.
That's a bad problem to have, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I know, right?
Played
Man, what's that
sloppy
like?
and
What's
won
that like,
by
huh?
30.
Won a state championship and played sloppy.
Yeah.
By
So-
35.
And of course, with their schedule, that's the best Class 1 schedule I've seen since the Scott County Central.
Otto Porter.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
and they-
there and before, but Scott County would always play Sykeston. They would go and play bigger
You can't.
schools.
I mean,
and-
you can't fault the team for the conference they're in and all that. I mean,
Right.
but they did a great job of putting teams on there. I mean, to make them better and better.
They did.
And I asked Coach Dinkins before the season started when I saw the schedule come out, and you got to figure they won the district, and they unfortunately ran into the future state champion Dora Falcons,
Dora.
and they're 29-0, and they lose. So they finished 29-1. And I asked Coach Dinkins. I said, I gotta say that's one of the toughest schedules I've ever seen put together. And he said, I got a bunch of kids who think they can play at the next level and have aspirations for winning a state championship. We'll see how good we are.
And that's exactly what you should do.
Perfect.
Yeah.
If you got that kind of team, challenge them because you're sitting there talking about Gonzaga playing in the Who Gives a Crap conference and not being challenged, and now all of a sudden, boom, they're going to run into a team that might be just as talented or as
Battle-tested.
athletic. Yeah. So for South Iron to do that, I mean, kudos. They played
Man,
Vashon.
you
They
guys
played
keep talking.
Warren
We'll have to
Ritter.
change it. Mizzou's going to beat them. I mean, you just keep talking about battle-tested,
Well,
defensive.
and I think for them, their goal probably had nothing to do with a win-loss record. It was probably state or bust.
Pretty much.
Right? So for them, and it's probably for Coach can say, guys, we could go 0-25 and before we go into districts. The goal is to win the state title.
Right.
That's right.
So
It-
let's go ahead and go play the 4, 5, 6A teams, and
well,
let's do
and
that.
you have kids like he has on that team.
Yes.
His son. You have
Wakefield.
D1.
Wakefield.
Yeah,
I mean,
D1.
you're talking guys that they want to play those those teams.
To know what kind of work they put in, and I'm going back to
There
my
you go.
gym, and I'm
There you
going,
go.
jeez, because again, it's a culture.
Oh, it is culture.
It's a culture. There ain't nothing else to do. Damn it! I mean, you go down there, and it's like, well, we got a mini mart, about 7 churches, a couple liquor stores now, and basketball. There's courts at
you
the
got Clearwater
gym.
Lake pretty close.
Yeah,
I
nobody
mean,
wants to go to
no
Clearwater.
one
When you
goes
live in
there.
South Iron, you don't go there.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
I'm just saying. I never did like going down there. usually end up in a fight. But
Imagine that. I can't believe it.
no, but that's what we did. You just play basketball, and you play from a young age. You play all the time. There's no football. I don't even know if there's cross country anymore. I think there is, but yeah,
There should be.
that's what you do.
Yes.
So it is a way of life. They put in the work.
I
they
think
do.
that's the key right there. So you mean you just don't magically show up
No.
November 1st
Nope.
and become a state champion?
You don't shoot 50% from the three-point line as a player by waking up one morning, scratching yourself, and decide, oh, I'm pretty good at shooting the basketball. That don't work.
Wish.
Or put it in a microwave, and all of a sudden, in 60 seconds, nice and hot. Nope.
Why
Don't
not?
work.
Why?
Yeah, because it don't work. But
don't
first
work?
off, the ball would melt. But, I mean,
knew it.
any of these teams that go and play at that level, there's players who put in the work.
Sure they do.
And it's the difference between, let's just say, us sitting at home with our kids not making it there, and the teams that do. Okay, we can coach them up as hard as we can. Players still got to play.
Oh, yes.
Well, and
Players got to play.
I've talked about it since I've been a head coach. I one of these times maybe somebody will take me up on it, but you get 1,000 shots up a day. I mean, it's not. You're not
Bound and determined.
You're not going to be thinking
it better.
about it when you shoot that shot.
So we could tell a quick story. So when we were at Grandview together, right? And
Which
Zoff-
story you going
some
on?
good ones here.
I know a kid that got 1,000 shots a day almost.
No, so anyway, so Zoff plays for Coach Davis
Yeah.
out of DeSoto, right?
Sure.
And he talked about how, just like you said, every morning you talk about a culture. Doesn't matter if you're playing football, doesn't matter if it was baseball season, whatever. Every morning you're going to go shoot. And he said, I've shot so much, I've got this muscle memory. I could go out right now and I can go shoot and probably shoot 40% from the 3-point line. You can't do that. What does he do sometime? Hey, come on, let's go down. Pow, just draining threes. He said, closing his eyes. He said it's muscle memory. He just put in the time, put in the work. I said, well, all right. I mean,
I
did
mean,
it.
not to brag, because I'm way out of shape, haven't played, never played college ball. Most of the teams I've coached, I can outshoot my kids. That's just the way it is.
Duncan,
work in.
I couldn't.
Yeah, I mean, I don't practice. I don't do it anymore. But and that's what it takes. So we got, I mean, Class 1,
our
South Iron wins.
Class 3 came from our district, state champions, Live for Life girls.
Live for Life girls. Yep.
Class 2 boys was Campbell.
Campbell from down south, the Camels. I love it.
And we go back
Good
and we
team.
talked about that last week, how they won their district and played in that sectional game, and they were getting beat
Yep.
in the start the second half by like 20-something points.
Yeah, 23 or whatever.
And ended up that team stalled the ball and they ended up winning, beating that team. So I mean,
they won it all.
and then ended up going out and winning it all. So I
You
don't
gotta have
think
a little bit of luck.
Absolutely,
there
you do.
is.
There is.
There's a lot of things, and maybe that's something one of these days we talk about. There's a lot of things that go on
Put it on the board.
that people that aren't either coaches or haven't been around it, they just don't. You don't know what you don't know. And there's so many factors, and it's on that Last Chance U that we were talking about.
Oh, my gosh,
That
yes.
I think it was about
Wait, the one that you didn't watch, that he watched and then
right.
told you about?
Well, the one I haven't finished yet.
Oh, my
but
bad.
and he brings
Hey, they
it
don't
up.
play in the championship. I just let you know.
Thanks for
Anyway,
letting me know. Anyway,
it got closed down
man.
for COVID.
okay.
There was a
Yeah.
pandemic going on.
Bum, bum, bum.
Well, yeah, it's a global situation. But I mean, they talk about there's so many.
Oh my!
But they talk about how there's just so many things behind the scenes that go on that we know about, and I don't know. I can relate to that coach just stressing out all of the time because there's so many for us. There's so many uncontrollable variables
Oh, my goodness.
on
so
a
many.
daily basis.
You can't be just a basketball coach anymore. I mean, there's no way.
Psychiatrist.
There's no way.
Psychologist.
There is no
Athletic
way.
trainer.
Well, we were just talking about that. Mr. Gilman and I were just talking about that concept of the days of just being a basketball coach have completely gone in a way, because you just cannot. There's so many things you have to do nowadays to be a successful basketball coach and to build a successful program. You can't just go and coach your team. You have to coach multiple.
Would you like to
teams.
name off all the other jobs?
That's
No,
that's
there's
for
so
another
many.
show.
That could probably last 35 minutes.
That's
but-
another entire 2-hour episode.
But I think that's the biggest thing about it is there's so many teams out there that have that talented teams that don't win because
so many.
there's so many outside sources that you got to deal with that come into play when even though they were most talented, they didn't exceed because they had so many outside forces going on.
And at a smaller school like ours, I mean, you have one major injury, and
Turn into a glorified JV team.
I
Be
mean,
honest.
every time I see Josh Moreland walk the hallways, with that knee brace on, I make me cringe because I think we're 8 or 9 more wins this year with him on the floor, maybe. And so,
Agree.
and that's just one variable, injury. I mean, it could be. There's so many.
Well, you also got to think
grades,
about
There's so many off the field, off the court, off the diamond. There's so many things that we
you
can't
and I
control,
don't have control over.
that we can't control, but we get boxed in. We get boxed in for the 90 minutes that people come and they pay and get their popcorn and they sit and watch.
Sure,
and,
you get
and that's-
judged on that 90 minutes
right,
every day, all day.
Right,
Oh, yeah.
right, and it's just, gosh, well, did so and so get in a fight with their girlfriend? Did so and so get in a fight with the boyfriend? What's happening at home? I mean, there's just all kinds of factors that,
Well,
like I
and
said, we could talk.
Yeah, we
her blue in
better
the
we
face.
better get
Yeah.
into that another
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Real quick before we have to go to break, we recognize the Class 3 boys state champions, 31-0, Hartville. Frequent watcher of our
31-0.
show, Brett
Oh, yeah?
Reed.
Hey.
Pretty good guy, good coach. I did share film with him on Live for Life. Don't care. Scouting report too. Anyway,
Hey,
I don't care. Shared it with Thayer too. Anyway,
that's a whole nother topic we can talk about.
Hey,
but
pretty good team to go 31-0. Beat Greenwood,
that's what the
yeah,
what
Muhammad.
Yes, yeah.
and he was going to Georgetown, play for Patrick Ewing, maybe. Patrick Ewing.
He's still there.
He'll
be
be
there.
there.
still
now.
be
Yeah, they got
there.
that.
He'll be there.
And beat Kickapoo.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Who's playing in the Final Four?
I was gonna say,
That's going to be a good game, by the way. Kickapoo Vashon.
yeah.
That's the only one that's going to matter because after that, it's over.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which team?
Well,
Oh, man.
speaking of, there is a paper from down south of our area that has some really nice quotes in it about the girls'
Are you talking about the Sun Times?
No,
or
the
Daily Journal?
Yeah,
I need
The
to read
Daily-
it.
Oh my gosh, you haven't read that yet?
I don't even know what you're talking about. Why didn't you share this?
Oh,
well,
sorry.
Well, all
was
right.
pretty
Yeah,
good.
you need to read the Daily Journal about the game. Yeah, about
There we go.
I
better
heard there was
start it.
heard there was some in the stands. Some
Oh, that's
some
the
blows going
well, that's
on down there.
that's the New Madrid
Yeah.
Vashon boys game.
Yeah.
and the girls.
Really?
Central and Vashon game.
man, fans get heated sometimes, you know.
No, I mean, but wait, what's the common factor there? New Madrid and Vashon and Park Hill Central and Vashon.
Don't know.
Common denominator. I'm not very good at
I'm
math.
not good at math.
I can teach it to middle school kids. I'm not
can't.
good at it.
My
Hey,
son,
but I do wanna say-
my son's in
Just
seventh
do all the
grade,
evens. Do
and
all the
now it's
evens.
yeah, now it's the letters. I can't help you. I don't know.
you're out.
Yeah, I'm
I want
out.
to say, hey,
Where's the times tables?
a big congratulations to Seth Collins and the Steelville
Yeah.
Lady Cardinals for
Yep.
finishing third place. He's a very frequent watcher of our show, and tap us out to him. Vito saw that third place game. That was a great finish to the third place game. I mean, coming off of that game that they
I'd say
the semis
heartbreaker with against Live
Live for Life. I mean, they had a 14-point lead going into the fourth quarter and ended up losing. And
Wow.
so they were devastated as far as that. And that's hard for a high school kid to turn around within
hard for an
8-9
adult.
hours and do that. So tap your hat to him. And hey, I want to give it out to that viewership, bro. He's one of our big supporters, and so I want to
Great
give that
coach,
acknowledgement out
great
to him.
coach,
So,
great guy.
Sorry we can wait another 30 seconds here. So give them a shout out.
There you
On
have
to
it.
you, Ray.
There you have it. You're watching the Coach's Box. We'll be right back.
Hey.
For fine Mexican cuisine.
A family atmosphere.
Any place to watch your local sport teams. Come out to La Pechangas.
Check out our 4 locations: Arnold, Herculaneum, Crystal City, and Bonter.
Come out to La Pechanga.
Tell us we can't, and we'll prove you wrong. Knock us down, and we'll get right back up. Call us risk takers, misfits, bad boys. But we know what we want, and it feels like American muscle, looks like advanced engineering, and smells like fresh, cut grass. Bad boy, mow with an attitude.
Jefferson College has affordable degree options for students of all ages. Plus, register before December 11th and you could win a $250 book scholarship or other great prizes. Jefferson College provides safe on-site and online options and many exciting career pathways like humanities, business, social science and public service, math, physics and technology, and science and health. Students who know, go Jeffco. Enroll now at jeffco.edu.
Hi, I'm Lawrence Crodinger with Home by SMCI. Whether it's residential or commercial, we have the right products for you. Global Plasma Solutions will attack your bacteria, mold, viruses, even help dust in your house. They install easily, less than 45 minutes, and it's invaluable for the rest of your life. If you're interested in any of the products that we do offer, give us a call at 636-337-4444 or send us an email at service@homebysmci.com.
Dr. Craig Rubel is an orthopedic surgeon and fellowship-trained sports medicine specialist who cares for all athletes of all ages, performing total joint replacements, knee and shoulder arthroscopies, and general orthopedic procedures such as fracture treatment and carpal tunnel releases. Visit rubelortho.com or call 636-933-7400.
This live stream STL has been a huge asset for Jefferson County sports, in my opinion. I mean, getting these athletes the camaraderie that they're out there and people can see them. I mean, to be honest with you, I got a call from a coach yesterday about one of my athletes that said that they saw some of her games on live stream STL.
Awesome.
So, I mean, that right there instilled to me that this is important. You know, this is important for those kids. And so, you know, I think it's great, and I wish you guys the best. You know, and if you're out there and you want to sponsor, this is a great opportunity for you know, kids to support kids of our local kids and get them support and get them acknowledgement out there, because we have a lot of great athletes in this county.
Well, we appreciate that. And at the end of the day, our mission is much the same as your missions, coaches, to help shine a light on these kids. And get them exposure and get their name out there and help them. And if they can advance, they're better off, we're better off as a community, and that's why we're here.
Guys, I've always wanted to ask you this since you're both pitchers. What's your favorite pitch? It's a fastball? Okay, I know. It's a curveball. No? Okay, well, what's your favorite pitch?
Oh, yeah. Spitball.
The Main Street Sports Show. You never know what we're going to throw at you.
Hi, this is Coach Riley Blair from the Herculaneum Black Cats.
Hi, this is Coach Jarvis from the Herculaneum Black Cats.
Hi, this is Coach Zach McVeigh with the Jefferson Lady Blue Jays.
Hi, I'm Chris Miller from St. Pius X High School.
And you're watching the Coach's Box.
And you are watching the Coach's Box
on Livestream STL.
On Livestream STL.
And we are back with segment 2. Before we get started with segment 2, I want to let you know what's going on this week here. Tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, Main Street Sports. Jeff Whitener and I will be right back here at La Pachanga. We are going to be previewing our baseball preview here. We'll have Coach Lucas from Hillsboro, Coach Beesting from DeSoto. We're going to have Coach Oliver from St. Pius X, and also Coach Jeff Ketcherside over at Grandview. And then next week, a brand new show coming up here. We're going to be making the trek up north here. It's the High School Sports Caravan with Jim Powers. That's going to be March 23rd, 7 o'clock. We're coming to you live from the River's Edge. So check that out. That'll be on a Tuesday. I'm not sure if this is going to be a regular, but we're going to try to maybe do once a month with Jim Powers. Jim's become a great friend and family member to the Livestream STL family, and so we felt like, hey, give him a little bit of love up north and see what we come up with there as we move into our next as we move into our next round here. Guys, take it away.
Sorry,
I was laughing about a text I got.
Same one. Yep. All right.
It is a little different this
It is
week.
different.
You guys pick on me 13 or 14 more times.
I just back and listen.
Wait, his mom's going to come and get us.
No, she'll just send more pictures.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, well, we did I did get a text that said, you guys are picking on Blair an awful lot. And that one, I was like, oh, I didn't even realize it.
Yep. Sorry.
I mean,
Easy
Amy
target.
Duncan just gave me a text here.
That's what we were talking about.
Oh, okay. Anyone else shocked that Blair's actually talking in this episode? I mean, he was mute last week. Just saying.
I was.
What's up with that?
Well,
Maybe it doesn't feel
good stuff.
good.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks, Shooty, for putting it out there on us. Matt Shooty says segment 1 was the recap of the Coach's Box Bracket Challenge. Segment 2 is the weight loss tips from Coach Blair and Coach Miller.
Don't eat carbs.
Now Coach Jarvis as well.
Carbs are the enemy.
I know. I'm down 11. You couldn't tell? Shooty.
It's the hoodie. It's the hoodie.
This hoodie, yeah. Well,
Yeah. That's what happens.
we had to wear green today to get to wear jeans, so
Oh.
I found my old Central Methodist gear.
Most definitely.
Do what you got to do to get jeans.
Okay.
That's how it goes.
You're darn right.
Been there before.
No, Shooty, we are not doing a segment 3 discussion of St. Pius X girls soccer. Why should it go with a 4-4-2
Absolutely
or
not.
4-4-3?
Don't even know what that is.
formation?
Exactly.
Don't care.
Yeah.
So
No.
let's talk about stuff that will get us fired up.
There
and
we
get
go.
us some people. We're going to talk about St. Louis Cardinal baseball.
Matt Carpenter.
I
Are we
think
worried yet? Are we worried yet?
about what?
I have breaking news about that, by the way.
The pitching rotation or lack thereof.
Breaking news.
Okay.
Doesn't deal with the pitching rotation, but it does deal with second base. Nolan Gorman getting some reps at second base.
Smart.
Well, he's been hitting the ball pretty well, too.
Yep. And
I think your worry about Mr. O'Neill is about gone when you're hitting 500.
It won't be gone. The season starts.
he's hitting 481.
He's hitting. Well, I would say yesterday it was 500, leading the team in hits.
He's 1 for
and-
3 today.
Okay, there we go.
All right, we'll see. Because he was on fire another spring before, and then the season started.
He sat, didn't he?
had
Yeah, you don't
he
get
said-
to make him an
yeah.
everyday player, and let's see what he can do. Give him one
You're gonna
season
have to.
and say screw it.
Oh,
Let's
he-
go.
have
well,
to.
they're going to have to
Well, yeah.
after what he's done.
But right now, I think the biggest
I mean, it
worry
helps
that
throw Arenado
everybody has
Uh-huh.
is Matt Carpenter. How many at
I
bats
hate
are we
Matt-
giving
I
him?
That's
hate
not
it.
my worry
And
at all.
the fact that he is hitting .045.
That's bomb.
Hey, it's
He's
awesome.
he's got one freaking hit this spring.
1 for 17.
And
He's
Mozeliak
got
said
18-point-something million reasons that he's still there.
you're going to pay a guy $18 million to sit on the bench and maybe be your DH against righties, maybe. Or we need somebody who can pinch hit against
There's
this.
no DH. That's the
That's
thing.
it, yeah.
On a hey, when he comes in on a double switch, it's going to be like, shoot. And that ain't going to be the word you're going to use.
Well, you're not, I mean, he can't play
refraining.
defense.
He can't play defense.
Sure he
But,
can.
but you want to. But what?
Who's he double switching for?
Wow.
Wait.
The Gold Glove third baseman.
He's hitting third today.
Yeah, I know.
He's
Spring
hitting
training.
third.
But who's
Third.
Who is he going in for?
So wait, you don't think that he ain't going to be
Ever.
hitting
Ever.
on the
Hitting.
double switch? You don't think DeShields will put him in on a double switch?
No.
You're paying $18 million. You got to play him.
Oh, you don't have to.
No, apparently you
don't
do.
have to.
Apparently
See,
you do.
At some point,
DFA.
that ain't happening.
No, they
but at some point, you
eat
can say,
that contract.
"We messed up.
Yeah, you did.
We're gonna sit you." Okay. Or, I think your shoulder hurts. And
Now
I
that's
think
a
you
Dodger
need-
move.
Now
I
that-
think
Literally a Dodger move.
your shoulder feels better. I think your knee hurts. I think your back hurts. You know,
and then he's going to say, "I think your face hurts after I punch you."
no, because he's going to say, "Wait a second, I'm still making my $18 million."
Yeah.
Hey, you don't think Yachty or Goldie or Arenado or any of those guys would sit down and have a conversation with him and say, "Look, man, we want to win and we want to win now." You don't think that would happen in that locker room?
I think they might get a live chicken and try to sacrifice it.
Got to get the chicken bone cross going.
Oh, boy.
I need
That
hats.
never
He
happened.
needs hats.
Hats
full
for
of bats.
Wait, straight ball hit very far.
Yeah.
Curveball.
Oh,
Did you send me
man.
that picture,
Never
by the way?
happens.
Did you send me that picture?
Huh?
Did you send me that picture?
What picture?
No, I don't know.
The one that you were just talking about, the hats full of bats.
No.
That was the other show.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
No,
have any
you know
idea.
it's pretty bad when we are sitting here all instant messaging about Matt Carpenter being over 17.
Donut
Yeah,
hole.
it was-
Donut
it was-
hole for 16. That's what it was. Bull Durham
It was.
chicken bone cross. That's what that was. That's what you're thinking of.
Yeah, but we're literally having our live Matt Carpenter updates. You know, like you might break in to watch McGuire hit a home run back in the day. We're just talking about, will Matt Carpenter get a hit? Nope. 0 for still. 0 for still.
I'm past that. I'm worried about the starting pitching.
Now that is a concern.
And I'll tie it into Carpenter.
Uh-oh.
Because that's going to take a roster spot. And you don't have depth at starting pitching.
Not this year.
So what you can do is pull a Rockies a la 3-4 years ago when they said, we're not going to have traditional starters. We're just going to have an entire bullpen of relievers, and they get the 3, 4, 5 innings, and then it's the next guy. You're probably going to have some type of makeshift rotation because you get the extra players in the first month. You're not – Reyes is on a limit. I know we want him to start. But
100
Reyes,
innings.
100 innings, give or take.
Yep.
KK is still dealing with it. Michaelis is still
Hurt.
dealing
He ain't
with
playing.
exactly.
He's
okay.
out.
So you've got
Waste of money.
You've got Waino,
Yep.
who you hope can go through a full season at 39.
I'm pretty sure if Waino's arm fell off, he would still try to pitch.
I know he would try to, but being effective. I think the fact that COVID was the best thing for him because it limited the amount of starts, innings, all of that good stuff. So 39-year-old pitcher, and as great as he is and as beloved, he's not Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
And so,
Tom Brady's
and then
the
you've
GOAT.
got Flaherty, and that's it. That's it.
Martinez has pitched well.
That's it.
Martinez has pitched well.
Gant has pitched well. Great.
I put Gant in the rotation.
He is.
There
He is.
he's
He's
gotta
already.
be.
He's
But now
already
who's your
there.
fifth starter?
Gant. That's what I'm saying. You
No.
got Waino, Flaherty, Martinez, Gant,
You said fifth.
Ponce de Leon.
No. You can't start Ponce.
Who you going with?
Ponce is your
Gomber?
Ponce
Oh
long
wait,
reliever.
no, he's gone.
No, we traded him in a bag of bats.
Then who are you? Who?
I think you bring up some of these other guys.
Who?
Parsons.
No boy.
I don't see it. I think now you got to talk about the bullpen, and then you got to talk about the back end. That's why I'm saying I think
Maybe
it's
we
gonna
sign
be,
Odorizzi.
Oh no! That's why
Missed
I
on
think
that
you
one.
are going to see. I think you are going to. They are going to ask Wainwright, pitch until your arm falls off, so we can buy time for Flaherty. Martinez, pitch until your arm falls off, so we can, 3 out of the 5.
What about
pitchers.
Oviedo?
I don't know.
Genesis
I don't-
Cabrera.
We
Back
just
in.
had two
That's your-
people that said
that's your
that.
6, 7,
Kevin
8.
Holly and Ben Elick.
That's your 6,
Oviedo.
7, 8.
I would go Oviedo as the fifth right now.
I get it, but nothing's proven.
What? It doesn't matter. It's baseball.
Well,
you got to go out and play.
Until they get the book on you.
Yeah.
Well, if Oviedo comes
So
out
yes,
and
first month will be
is
great.
lightning-
Great first month, and then the
Screw
book's
that.
out.
I say go back and get Chris Carpenter.
I think Rick Ankiel's still available.
I think he is too.
He was trying to make a comeback.
I would have loved to see it. Be good to sell tickets.
That's what scares me. That's just what's I just
Okay,
and-
I know
Go ahead.
that the pitching looks bad, but all I keep thinking about is Carpenter.
I hear what you're saying.
You know what's
but I'm watching him flail.
You know what's happened though with Carpenter too, and what's made it even worse is we don't have Fowler to bitch or to complain about. So you have we don't have Fowler out there to complain about anymore, and so. Now
Thank you.
it's
Strike
all,
one.
now it's all on Carp. I mean, think about it.
He's so good.
Well, you still
So fun to
have
watch.
questions in the outfield. You know they're going to talk about
Oh,
Bader.
Bader's gonna be great.
Hey, if
What
I
is
tell you no, I tell you
Bader
who the other guy,
doing?
who's got to put up or shut up this year is DeYoung.
No,
He's going to have to put up. To me, on paper, what you see, I think he's going to be another Piscotty. I think he's going to be another one of the other outfielder that we traded to Toronto.
Randall
Grichuk. He's just in that mold. And now the fact that you do have Goldie, the fact that you do have Arenado, I think is going to maybe give him some more protection. But where are you going to put him in the lineup?
5th, 6th.
So you're asking him to protect Goldie or Arenado?
No.
Well, that's exactly why you have him there at 5th.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Today they are batting Goldschmidt 2 and Arenado 3. I hate that.
You don't like putting the
No.
two big guys 2-3?
No, I want 2 table setters,
Right.
and my RBI guys 3-4.
Right.
And I am a traditionalist because what do you got to have with those first 2 guys? People who
RBIs
get on
on
base. If you can't get on base, the RBIs don't come. You don't hit. Why have the Cardinals not had a 100 RBI guy since Matt Holliday back in what year?
Yeah.
Like 13. So they haven't
Well,
had a
that
100
goes-
RBI
that
guy
goes-
for how long?
Well, that goes back to just the tradition of one. You don't have another guy that can hit 40 home runs consistently, and then there's no high batting averages anymore. There's
Which is-
no high batting averages
because
anymore. There's
everybody hits into the shift and won't. Hey, look, if you think Tony Gwynn would see a bunch of guys on one side of the field, what he would do? Derek Jeter hit opposite way, and everybody thinks he was overrated. You know what you do? You get on base. And it goes back to you get on base.
Yeah.
You don't play. I hate that stuff because if you're playing single, that's a run.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
that's
2.
Why wouldn't you play that way? Whoa, because it's not exciting. I don't.
It
give
is
a
exciting.
rat's
You don't
about
think
it.
you don't think
It's
the
not a
80
home run,
You don't think
man.
the '80s Cardinals was exciting when you're playing small ball
Well,
with
that's what
Whitey
I-
and you're stealing bases?
I'm
and
talking
you're-
about that to my help coach of my son's 12U team. And
They're all talking about launch angles.
we're just talking about getting on base
Yeah.
and then making things happen when
See
you
the
get
ball,
on
hit
base.
the ball. I
mean,
know.
and to me, that's what baseball's all about, and it's completely gone away from that, where it's all about let me hit a home run, let me just shoot for the fence every time,
Well,
let me hit the home run. If it's
you-
done a home run, I don't do any good.
You
Doesn't do
might
any good.
you might pay a couple guys to try to hit 40 home runs, and they might hit 250. Okay,
That's fine.
That's fine because you've
Yeah.
got other guys
Yes.
who are hitting over 300
Yeah.
and trying to get on base, or they're hitting 280
Yeah.
and they get a lot of walks, and their on base percentage is high.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's perfect. That's perfect.
What, Ray?
So I had a great coach tell me one time,
Why? What?
you cannot defend the base hit.
No.
Can't.
You can't. Base hits win games.
Well, I mean,
You can't defend the base hit.
Well, you put the ball in play, good things happen.
Consistent.
That's
Well, yeah.
the
Like
other
I
thing.
said earlier, I was watching Deion Sanders 30 for 30 today in our history of sports class, and I mean, him on the base path was a danger. I mean, the catcher, the pitcher, everybody was just.
And it changes
It changes the whole
the other
thing.
team. Yeah.
What is
Oh,
it that
But-
you teach again?
History of sports.
Dude,
one of
I
his
would
classes.
kill to be at that class.
Well, you can show up every day at what time?
Do you
Brought
put
to you by-
Do you like stream that?
No.
We could stream that, Jarvis.
No.
What a great idea.
Not happening.
I don't know about that.
No.
Twitter poll.
No.
Twitter poll.
You can put a Twitter poll up.
That's not happening.
What about Lane Thomas?
He's having a good
He's
spring.
having a good time. I mean, what about him? Where's he fit?
Well, if we're talking lineups, are you going to say Edmund is your leadoff? Are you happy with that? Or do you want to do Dylan Carlson?
Okay, look. I would rather not have Carlson lead off. If I'm going to have anybody, I want somebody like maybe Edmund, who's hitting .417 right now in the spring. Good spring. I like the switch hitter. I think it's good.
Right.
But I would like to have Edmund 1, Carlson 2, and then go with my 2 power guys. You throw either Yachty or DeYoung back there, and then you have your other scrubs at the end. And let's just hope you get something out of those guys.
But so
you got O'Neal still.
You forgot about O'Neal.
Fake.
That's why I think he's going to be
He's
5.
got to be a 5. Yeah.
I think you're going to. I put Arenado at 3.
I
put Goldie at
Yachty at
4.
No.
I put because 3, 4, and 5 are your power guys that need to hit home runs and need to get RBIs.
Okay.
In my opinion, and I think with the lineup
Yachty
that we
gets
have
on base a lot,
and I think that's why you put him down at 7.
I want him hitting in front of O'Neal, because then that way O'Neal, if he gets a hold of one, he's putting him in.
I'm putting Goldie in.
Here's
too.
why you don't do that.
You're one of those losers who does that?
Molina's been batting too high for the last couple years.
Yeah, and
he's a 7-8, 6-7-8.
He needs
that
to be
spot
an 8.
gets more opportunities.
Oh, don't!
than any
That's an
other.
analytics bull crap.
Well, speaking of it, that's what it happens.
Oh, okay.
Well,
just like today. So
what
Goldschmidt
they're
hits a
talking
home
about.
run, right? How many RBIs did he get?
1, and then the other because he
It
gets
was Edmund.
single.
No, it was
he had
Edmund
2,
in front of him.
maybe that
Edmund's
was
on.
the other
He hits
day.
a home run. That's 2. That's
Right.
it.
Right.
Okay. He gets
He's
2
fourth.
guys. Yeah, he gets 3rd or 4th. That's 2 or 3 that he gets in, and then his.
So you're saying put Yachty at 2?
No. I'm saying
No.
don't. I'm going against his argument. You don't bat your
You
2
get an
best
extra-
guys 2-3.
Wait, but then
Well, no,
then
3-4.
he or whoever is going to say they might get an extra bat.
That's the only
That's the
reason.
thing. Over the course of a season, instead of getting 555 at bats, you're going to get
600.
590 or 600.
Okay, that's
at-bats.
great. But if they're not hitting with guys in front of them and the guys behind them can't hit, they're way out of a wet paper bag.
Right.
What good is it? Okay, just like Goldschmidt gets a hit last year. He hit 300 during the COVID year. He hits 300. He's left on base. I got on base. I got left there.
But
Bat
now
him at 2.
Right, but
DeYoung
now,
swing and a miss. O'Neal swing
but
and a
you're
miss.
not. But now you've got Arenado behind him.
Okay,
now
that's-
I'm a traditionalist too. That I'm going to put the greatest hitter ever at number 3, Pujols, in Cardinals history, and he did pretty well for 10, 11 years.
Well, how come Tony didn't bat him 2 then? Tony
that's
was an
what I'm
analytics
saying.
guy.
That's why I'm saying.
But Tony did not bat him at that 2 spot for that reason. Here's the thing that
Tony had guys that got on base more than what we have right now.
Yes.
Don't
That's
talk about
why-
the 06 team as being a bunch of guys who got on base.
I'm talking collectively.
I'm talking in
10
the 2
years.
spot. Here's the thing that you have someone behind him that they will have to pitch to Goldie.
him. That I get his point about being the 2-3. I
think you're going to see
disagree,
the 3 and the 4 guys getting more opportunities to put the ball in play and do what they do well.
Here's
You know
why.
why?
But here's why I say, and this is going to contradict your own argument. You put Carlson at 2 for the reason you just said. Do you want to go pitch to Arenado, or you want to try and get Carlson out? So you're going to give your goal is to try and get Carlson. He's going to see a lot of fastballs. He's going to see a lot of stuff in the zone that he wouldn't normally see if he was
Especially if the
probably hitting-
leadoff guy can get on.
Right.
Oh, okay, well, you're saying they get more opportunities, and that's right. If you go out and you start getting guys, or your philosophy is get hits, get on base, then your 3-4 guys get more opportunities.
Right.
So if your first 2 guys in the lineup
Right.
are scrub-a-dubs and they're getting out all the time, and you got Goldschmidt, Arenado hitting 3-4, yeah, you're hitting with 2 outs.
But I'll contradict your argument here. We
You're
don't
just
have.
stop contradicting everybody's
I'm playing
arguments.
devil's advocate.
No.
But you want your best 2 hitters hitting
baseball.
2 and
It's one
3
way.
because listen. But here's the reason why we don't have a 300 hitter on our team consistent. We don't have multiple guys that are hit for a higher average.
Maybe that's a problem.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
You're
So you
telling me
want to put
something-
your
I already know
better
it.
players at 2 and 3.
I want another leadoff guy in the whole 7 spot.
What are you going to do?
Second leadoff.
Why don't you just bat the pitcher 8th?
I want my second leadoff
Okay,
guy
Tony.
second in the 7th.
Well, a lot of people have done that. Madden did that in
Madden
the
did that,
Cubs.
yeah.
Okay, Tony.
I just think that gives you
So
another
Bader's
opportunity.
7th. Well, we're all, I mean, he's going to
I
be
think you're
7
probably
or
going to
8.
have Thomas probably in
I
the
think
7th.
Probably that's what I
Well,
think.
if he's playing.
I
If
think he's going to. At
Oh,
this point.
Bader's
Well,
going to
No,
play,
Carpenter's
dude.
taking a spot.
So are you going O'Neal, Bader, Carlson?
Yeah.
Starting.
Carlson's got to play.
Eight?
You're the top prospect for the Cardinals. You've already got reps. You're already out there. Play the kid. Switch hitter.
You don't have to, but I understand.
Don't be that guy.
Oh, Carlson's playing.
I know he's going to, but you said you
should.
have to.
Yeah, you do.
No, I'm going to play the best players that are hitting right now.
Wait, is he one of your best players?
Is he hitting better than O'Neal? No.
Okay.
Is he hitting better than Thomas? I don't know. Probably not.
He's
Is
hitting
he
better than Bader.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, but why? Okay, this is a guy that you really think can play. Do you think
Right.
Carlson is one of the future players of the Cardinals?
Definitely.
Then play him.
I understand that, but I want to win, and I want to win now, and I'm going to play the guys that are hot
Oh, wait.
right
Do you
now.
want to win now
I
in
wanna
April,
win.
or do you want to win in
Yes.
November, October?
April
October.
means just as much.
No.
April is just as important, if not more important.
You're already out of it.
So, well, no, if you
Yes.
if you hang around, you stay in it, you get a wild
I
card
want to
spot,
win
and you
early.
win.
I want to win.
You've already
as
seen
much
it. Wild
early.
card changed everything.
I want to win early as much as
Well,
possible.
I know because you get the lead, you pad the lead.
Here's what I'm going to tell you about that, and I think it's his point
So
is very
bench
valid.
Bader. That's my deal.
Ain't happening.
Early
That
in
ain't
the
happening.
year, especially this year with what happened last year and all these guys not playing as much, you talk about spring training being a little different. So you concept, if you win early with some of your not so good pitching, because pitching is going to be a problem not just for the Cardinals, but I think it's going to be across the board because you're going to see a lot of pitchers not pitching as much early because they didn't pitch a lot last year, so their arms are not ready to come back and play a full season.
You bring up the point. Yeah, score runs.
I think you got to look at the bat, put the ball in play, and make things happen offensively. And there's going to be a ton of games this first month and a half where it's going to be 11-8, 11-9. There's not going to be no 4-2, 3-2, 2-1 games because pitching is going to be so pulled back for the first month and a half because these guys' arms are not going to make it to October or September if they do that way. So I think that you're going to play the guys that are
Shooters
the hottest
shoot, pitchers
now.
pitch, batters hit.
Tell Nolan Ryan that.
Come on.
There's a difference between what happens now and
he
then.
stays
my friend.
ready though.
But
Nolan Ryan can pitch right now.
He could. I bet he's still humping.
I just still
84,
believe that's
85.
a huge deal.
doubt it.
But I think that to me, as far as I think his valid point is the first month and a half is going to be huge.
I go back to the
For hitting.
year the
Hitting.
Cubs.
So
Hitting.
that's
The
why
year
he's
the
got a bad
Cubs-
second?
Hitting. Yep, because you're going to put him in the 2 spot.
Who's
Because
that,
of hitting.
Carlson? Or
Goldie.
are you talking about Goldie?
Put him in 2 spot.
No.
No, I'm putting Arenado ahead of Goldie.
I'm going Carlson in the 2. I'm going Arenado, and then I'm going
So what's your batting lineup
No.
right now?
I was just getting ready to say it. What's everybody's batting lineup?
I'm going Tommy, Carlson, Arenado, Goldie.
That's my first
O'Neal.
4. Yeah, that would be my fifth.
That's 5. DeYoung, 6. Yachty,
7.
and then Bader. And then
Or
the pitcher.
or Lane Thomas.
Or Lane Thomas.
I think
Go
Goldie's
ahead,
2
go
and
ahead.
O'Neal's the 4.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
So I say, Edmund, you got Goldie, then you go Arenado, then you go O'Neal, and then you go DeYoung, then you go Carlson, then you go let's go Yachty, then Carlson, then Bader or Thomas, and then the pitcher.
So you're still going to bet Yachty over Carlson? I'm not.
I'm going to because I want the 7 spot to be what Yachty's going to put the ball in play and make things happen. Where now I got to go to Carlson. Yachty puts the ball in play.
Yeah,
The
he
6
he hits in a lot of double plays.
Yeah,
That
and
too.
so, but my thing is, if you put him in the 7 spot, I think that's a place where you're going to have those 4, 5, and 6 guys are going to be on base, are going to get on base. Now you've got an opportunity to put the ball in play and make it a double play. Where in that spot there, I think he puts the ball in play, gets to Carlson, where
We
to
had
move
him
those guys
7
in.
too, though, didn't we?
Well, who's that?
Molina. And
Yeah.
yeah,
So
we
I
had
had
him.
Molina
We
seven.
had 7.
Here's why
You had him
Molina.
6.
Yeah, you had him. Here's why. If you put Carlson at 7 and it rolls over, and now he's starting let's say starting the 3rd inning, down in the 7th, 8th inning, he's going to start the at-bat. Okay, now you've got essentially a young guy trying to set the table. Don't know if he can do it. Okay, great. So now he's out. Then you got he's out. That's still first out of the inning. Now you've got Bader. Great. And now you have your pitcher. I don't like that 7, 8, 9 in that late inning type of situation.
But I'll say that I don't think the late game. You go back to the late game scenarios. It's always in that 9, 1, and 2 positions that are in late game situations because they've got to pitch to those guys because they do not want to see 3 and 4 in that last inning with runners on base because they got to pitch to them. So I think if you get to that point where that's the way it is, I see them being more opportunities for that 1 and 2 guy to turn the lineup over, first of all, to get to the top of the lineup, and then they got to pitch to those 2, which can get on base, and now you got to pitch Arenado because you got it first and second.
I don't know because I'm not going to follow the Cubs, but how did that work out with Bryant and Schwarber being in the top of the order? These guys that are supposed to be hitting home runs.
Studs.
Schwarber don't even play for the Cubs anymore.
Okay, and are they trying to get rid of Bryant?
Yes.
Schwarber's already gone.
I know.
Yeah.
That's I know.
Yeah.
That's
Who's he playing for now?
So
Philadelphia? Or no, the
I thought it
Nationals. One or the other.
I thought it was on the West Coast, but
No, it's on the East Coast.
Is it? All right.
Well,
I don't.
Okay.
Go ahead. What's your lineup? Or you do your lineup?
I'm with you. That's exactly how I would.
I'm going to go Edman. I'm going to go Carlson. I'm going to go Goldschmidt because he's going to see more pitches.
Okay.
I feel like if his at bats are going to be longer at bats than Arenado. I think he might draw more walks. I think he'll see more pitches.
Okay.
If he knows he's got a guy behind him, which he didn't have last year, which is why he struck out a lot, or the 2 years he's been in St. Louis, because he has no protection.
Don't you want to do that for Arenado though, especially it's year 1? I want to put probably the franchise guy that we're going to try and sign long term after this contract's over.
He ain't going nowhere.
I want to put him in the best possible situation now.
Yeah, the best
early.
possible situation is he can continue to have 100 RBI seasons.
Right.
So Goldschmidt, you're on in front of me.
Okay.
Oh, I hit grand slams now. I get 3-run homers.
I hear you.
I don't want to. I don't want to hit 2 runs or
Right.
it's solo job because there's 2 outs.
Yeah.
No. I want him to be. I'm still a believer in the traditional 3 spot that Pujols played and the cleanup hitter. And then from 5, it depends on who's your better hitter at the time. I would bet Yachty at 5. And I'd put Bro Neal down there.
Huh?
I put Bro Neal down.
Nope, I'm putting him 5. He's
No.
got 5.
No way. Is that the best protection you have for Arenado? Or the
Yachty?
guy
Yachty is the best protection
because
for
you're putting Arenado 4th.
I'm putting Arenado 4.
But I'm saying you're saying Yachty protection for
Why? Because he'll get a base hit.
Yeah, why not?
He'll get a base hit.
He can hit the ball anywhere.
If Arenado's on second and Yachty hits it should be a ground ball double play if he's on first. Then he's going to third, or he might hit it opposite way. If he's set up for a double play, because by God, O'Neal's either strike out or hit it over the fence, or maybe a single, like McGuire was his last year. That's a double play waiting to happen if you have him behind him.
Yachty, yeah.
So
that's what you just said. I'm going to put Yachty behind
but
him.
if Yachty's got a guy on second, I like that a lot lot
Give me one batter.
I still think Yachty's a better overall hitter to protect Arenado.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Give me one better hitter that can spray the ball anywhere. There isn't anybody.
Not anymore. It's a dying breed.
I hear you on that, but I think we're going back. But what's his average?
What right now?
No, what the last couple of years?
Yachty's
average.
His average isn't real high.
His average has not been.
Oops, wrong team.
I get it. In a big time situation, yes. Clutch moment, yes. He is spraying the ball to right field.
Wait. So a guy who hit 262 last year and 270, and who's better? What O'Neal hit last year?
Like I said,
didn't hit 200.
But as a
Mendoza
pitcher,
O'Neal.
okay, great. As a pitcher,
Carpenter.
As a pitcher, are you worried about? Are you worried about this guy who has no speed I can get him to roll over on a ground ball to second base, or am I going to worry about the guy that might hit a 500-foot bomb if I misplace a fastball? That's the protection. That's the argument of protection. A guy who maybe, if he's, I wouldn't say lucky, maybe get a double, maybe get a gap shot, get a double, who's more likely to roll over on one, probably, like I said.
But again, this is who's the better batter at the
That's
time.
why I'm asking you.
So right now, I mean, unless O'Neill continues his streak, I'd put O'Neill at 5.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have DeYoung, O'Neill, and Yachty. And to me, that's interchangeable. So 5, 6, 7.
Who's hot at the time.
And your 8th could be the pitcher, depending if Wainwright's pitching, and I'd have Bader hitting 9th.
Yeah.
And it's.
I like that because, and I know it's the same philosophy as Blair, but maybe try and roll that lineup over, and so now you have 9 on base and you have 1 on base if they can get.
It's the batter that can absorb the most steroids the quickest.
Well,
I say
my
Bader.
money's on O'Neill.
But this is me. If I'm telling them, I'm telling Bader, you need to get on top of the plate, and you need to pull a Roger Dorn,
find a way,
and you need to get on base. You need to completely take away the outside part, which is what you struggle with.
Yeah.
Get on top of the plate. Now the inside part becomes down the middle. The outside part of the plate becomes the middle. And then anything outside is going to be obviously a ball.
100%.
And if you wear it. Get a Bonds shield for you if that's what you want to do.
Biggio.
Wow. Yeah, or Biggio.
Just lean your elbow out
hey,
into it.
That's
Kevin Halley says late in the game, 9 hole's going to be pinch hitter anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully not Carpenter.
Oh, you'll see it. It will happen.
But then do you put another guy in for a pinch runner?
What?
Why? The Blues are on.
Yeah, I know. That's odd. I'll be asleep when that one's over.
But I mean, there's all kinds of things that they can mix and match. But I think early on, and my philosophy has always been, try and win as much as you can early. That way, not even to create a cushion, but it is a psychological advantage if you're saying, hey, if we can win early now, and it's going to sustain us through the dog days.
Yeah.
I don't want to dig a hole early, and then now every at bat is that much more critical. Every pitch
It makes the games better to watch, especially if, like when the 06 Cardinals.
Well,
they back in.
I think the
2011 Cardinals.
I think the rosters are a little bit different.
A little bit. Hey, no Pujols.
The days of the 06 Cardinals is probably gone.
I don't know unless Tony gets it going in Chicago.
You don't fall asleep at a stoplight.
Oh. What is the stadium, the fans that consume the most alcohol are the Chicago White Sox, and he gets hired.
Bum, bum, bum.
Chicago White Sox. Is there any coincidence? Maybe. Maybe not.
He's already coached there.
Yeah, once. How'd that work out? Ray, I think it's time for us to pay some bills.
Or you don't want to do the Blues?
Not yet.
Okay.
Go to break.
Roll the
Hit
break.
the music. Blair, start talking.
And scene.
break. Blair, start talking.
Blair, start talking, and then I'll play music. Hey, got it on me.
You're watching the Coach's Box. We'll be right back. Hey, Ray Halbrook here with Livestream STL. We hope you're enjoying tonight's broadcast. Do us a huge favor. Check out our brand new website, livestreamstl.tkdssports.com. There you'll see plenty of information about your schools, articles about different games and whatnot, and we appreciate you checking that out. Do us a huge favor also. We'd really like for you to mention Livestream STL to your athletic directors and superintendents. Tell them you want us in there to bring high value to your school. We'd appreciate that. And thanks again for watching tonight's broadcast.
For fine Mexican cuisine,
A family atmosphere.
any place to watch your local sport teams. Come out to La Pechangas.
Check out our 4 locations: Arnold, Herculaneum, Crystal City, and Bonter.
Come out to La Pechanga.
As your local farmer's agent in Crystal City, Missouri, Caleb Nose helps customers like you identify the insurance coverage that best fits your needs. This process is straightforward and personalized to help make you smarter about insurance. Caleb has the knowledge and experience to help you better understand your coverage options, whether that's auto, home, renters, business, life insurance, and more. Give the Caleb Nose Agency a call at 636-933-6333, and he'll be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Guys, I've always wanted to ask you this since you're both pitchers. What's your favorite pitch? It's a fastball? Okay. I know. It's a curveball. No? Okay, well, what's your favorite pitch?
Oh, yeah. Spitball.
The Main Street Sports Show. You never know what we're going to throw at you.
Hey, this is Chris Miller, and you're watching the Coach's Box on Livestream STL, the best sports streaming show there is on Facebook.
Oh, hey, here we are back here. Thanks for watching the Coach's Box, and don't forget, tomorrow night, Main Street Sports Baseball Preview Edition. Next week, we'll have the High School Sports Caravan with Jim Powers. And we'll do High Gear with the Coach's Box and another Main Street Sports next week. Never forget, next week, our Coach's Box 1-year anniversary is going to happen. I believe we're going to be out at the humble abode of... Oh,
Hello. What'd you do?
What'd you do, Richard? The humble abode of the Jason Jarvis. Is that correct?
I just want to know if he's grilling for us. He always posts
man,
awesome,
he does have a
awesome
grill back
food.
there.
I wasn't planning on grilling.
All of a sudden, it went for it's like a party that just exploded. It's getting out of hand, Jace. You just got to shut it down.
It was probably like it was for him in high school. Come on now.
I never partied in
Hopefully
high
it's
school.
a nice night. We can do it out in the
I
backyard.
was a third of
maybe,
3
or
boys,
something.
dude.
Have a big party.
That got shut down, is what you're saying.
Yeah, my oldest brother ruined that.
Wow. Put him
Holy
on blast.
moly.
Yeah, throwing him under the bus.
Wow. That's all right. All right, so real quick before we get to I win trivia.
Yeah, you lose trivia.
Wait, Zach loses trivia.
Oh, here we go. I win trivia. I'm winning the
That's right.
bracket challenge.
Winner.
So humble.
Always.
Anyway.
I win at everything, the commercial said. Everything. I can remember one time that at the Bruce Thomas tournament it didn't happen. They didn't win everything. Did not win everything.
How'd that conference game go?
Yeah, it went bad. All right, but no one remembers the first game. It's the second.
Sure. Whatever you want. That's fine. Anyway, Blues talk. Nobody wants to say anything about the Blues.
I hate our backup goalie.
Yeah, he's terrible.
Yeah, we spent all that money on our starter.
Well, yeah.
Didn't do
Lock him
anything
up.
to
Hey, they got to
entice
steal.
somebody from the. I agree, but I'm saying is we didn't go out and get a backup one. I don't think he's
Not yet.
I don't think
There's still time.
Yeah, we'll see.
Still got the trade deadline.
So. I don't think
Still
so.
got
I
the
think
trade
they're
deadline.
I thought he
up
was the
against the cap.
future.
Shooty, I think you are correct. That sounds like an idea.
I think Shooty is not going to be there next week.
Man, you're sounding like the government. You don't like it, you just turn it off.
I think Shooty will be on assignment
What
and he can
happened
suck it.
to free speech?
What'd he say?
He wants me to flip the bill for the meat.
Yeah,
I'm
he
sure
said,
live
live stream would load up at the local meat market. I mean, that'd be a good thing for 50 episodes?
yeah.
If Matt Shooty
For
cannot
50 people showing up? Is that what
No,
So I got
Smokey.
something out there. How about since Matt Shooty may not be able to make it next week, that he provides
well, he's
the
going to be the
meat
new
for the
president.
goodies.
I know, he's got that big new job.
Well, president.
Yeah. Rolling in the dough.
Big time Borgia. Big time.
All right, so a lot of guys coming back from injury for the Blues. I gotta keep you guys.
Bozak come back tonight. He came back tonight.
Tarasenko's
back.
He had a goal the other night. It's good.
He's fun to watch.
Yeah, but he needs to take the.
He's not healthy though.
Robert
Thomas?
Yes, and teach him some things. Say, I don't think he's a very good mentor. Is what I'm getting at with Tarasenko.
I don't think.
Is he being paid to be a mentor right now?
Huh?
Is he being paid to be a mentor?
Well, he's wearing an A on his jacket, so he
yeah,
better
but he's
be.
not wearing the C.
Because you gave it to the guy who should be the C. The C.
This is what I know. I know Tarasenko's pissed that he didn't get the C. That's why.
Sorry.
Didn't deserve to get the C.
Don't disagree with you.
You can't be hurt the whole time. It's like, yeah, we're going to give it to the guy who's,
This was
on the
before he got
shelf.
hurt.
Yeah, no.
This was before he got hurt.
Don't matter.
They knew he was going to get hurt. When hasn't he?
Right.
Every year.
So there.
Last couple of years. But they're getting a lot of guys back, and I think they're going to be the way they play, the physicality that they play with. A lot of teams can't play that way. We have more forwards that are 200 pounds than most teams have. Maybe one guy who's 200 pounds. The only thing that it worries me is the speed. And speed hurt them last year in the playoffs. Vancouver skated around them like they weren't there. But we can throw the asterisk in about COVID and all that nonsense. But I think that heavy style they play with good forechecking, they can be a team that can make a run for the Cup.
Did playing in this conference, the way that they set up, did that hurt them? Because I've heard that the Avalanche and Vegas team and it just kind of keeps rolling. That they are just in a conference that is just super, super tough.
It's a tough conference. I mean, the Sharks are the worst team in it. Anaheim's bad. Arizona's they're decent.
They're a lot better than they
and they always play the Blues tough.
Oh, yeah.
Colorado's tough. Kings are actually a lot better than what people thought. So, but you know what? You've got to play. You've got to win those tough games. You got to be competitive. You might as well. It doesn't matter what you are going into the playoffs. Just get there, and you just never know what can happen, especially with that style. Because the Stanley Cup is a marathon. It's a slugfest. It's not a sprint, and if you're not able to play that way, usually you don't win. I mean, even Vancouver, they beat us. It's great. They got thumped by a team who hits better, checks better, forechecks better, goal plays better, and they play a little more heavier style. So it's fun to watch. Maybe guys just skating around and flying around, but it's not what wins. Come playoff time. No, not since the days of Wayne Gretzky. Man, we had him. That sucks. Mike Keenan sucks. All right.
What do they need to do going forward, though? Because last week you said –
get healthy.
Okay. Last week you said, well, they're in second place, and this week I hear they're dropped all the way down to fourth. So is it a matter
points.
Is it a matter of them just simply getting healthy?
Yeah.
Is it a chemistry thing? Is it I don't want to say X and O's because I don't know what you do in hockey. What do they need to do to go forward?
Okay, so if you're top two defensemen, your top line defensemen aren't there. You're playing – and you have – 4 lines, and you have 4 pairing. Your fourth line defensemen are not that great. Okay, but your top 3 are. So you take Parayko out, who's a stud. He can score. He can obviously play good defense. You take Bozak out. They're not as good. I mean, Krug's good, but Krug's more of an offensive guy. He's more of a guy you put on the power play. Falk, he's pretty good, but he's more of an offensive guy. So you went from having more of a defensive-minded pairing for your first guys because other teams play their first line of forwards. Usually they're more scoring lines.
Okay.
Then you kind of lose as you go. So now you bump those guys up.
Well, Parayko that's been a big hurt.
Oh yeah,
huge.
But I mean, somebody said, well, Binnington. Somebody said the other day when we talked about Blues, how the Blues are playing. Well, Binnington's giving up a lot of goals. Wait a minute, your defensemen are Scandella or a couple of guys they brought up from the AHL that he never heard of, or a guy who's played his first time ever in the NHL. just think about it from a standpoint of bringing the guy up from the minor leagues,
Mm-hmm.
just throwing him out there and say, okay, go do that. It's
tough.
I mean, you're exposed. You can't hide the guy in the 8th spot or the 9th spot in the batting lineup, or you're out there and you got to play and you got to perform. So if you turn the puck over, in your own zone, you are screwed.
Oh yeah.
Do you change philosophy then?
No.
You're talking about being a hard-hitting team or a heavy team or whatever, but when you say now the defensemen that you have signed and brought in or kept are more offensive-minded, do you not try and go speed?
No.
I don't know. I'm just
because
asking questions here.
I mean, you have to have a healthy mix.
Okay.
You can't just play heavy and that's it, because then you don't have guys who can score. They brought in Krug to help with the power play. Falk is a power play guy.
Falk's been great.
And Falk's been a lot better than what last year. He sucked.
Yeah.
But that's because you had defensemen with they're all the same stick hand. They're left-handed.
Right.
Well, if you think about it, you have to hold the stick a certain way. So when everybody's doing that, you have to turn. What if I'm over on this side now? So
Messes up formations.
So you can do different pairings and things, and it's chemistry. A lot of guys, and the Kings just scored. That sucked. Yeah. As we were talking about the Blues.
Let's move off of that right now.
On. To
the
next
next the big thing. What's Chiefs' calling card? Next man up. That's exactly what they're playing right
that's gonna improve your depth.
Right.
That's gonna improve your depth. And that's what you want on any team.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So,
Uh-oh.
all right, I think that's it.
Is
Let's
it
get to
time?
trivia.
Time to move to trivia.
It's going to the trivia now.
Cranium Cup trivia time.
All
right.
Here we go.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Jarvis is excited.
Come on, Jarvis.
Jason Jarvis.
One of us has to do it today.
Somebody take this tyrant down.
Oh.
Here we
I
go.
still say he's hacked into Ray's computer and knows the website.
Not possible.
Ain't got time for that.
Ain't got time for Really? Who had their feet up last week watching the
Here we go.
I did.
Because he was caring about education.
Always.
You can go over ACT scores if you want to.
All right, Ray.
Question number 1. Boston Celtics trivia.
Here they go again.
Who was the first Boston Celtic with 1,000 career three-pointers? Who was the first Celtic with 1,000 career three-pointers? Answers. Ray Allen, Larry Bird, Paul Pierce, Antoine Walker. Ray Allen, Larry Bird, Paul Pierce, Antoine Walker. Who was the first Celtic with 1,000 career three-pointers?
Now, are you saying for the Celtics or just
the
in
Celtics.
general?
Yeah. It has to be the Celtics. All of your answers are all Celtics anyway. So.
Right.
Drew Doughty scored 3:21 into the game. Answers.
I mean, I don't know. It has to be him, doesn't it?
I don't know. Maybe.
The answer is C, Paul Pierce.
I would have thought him out.
20,000 career points with the Celtics, including 1,823 three-pointers.
Shocking.
There you go. Question number 2. This is hockey trivia. What is Artemi Panarin's nickname?
What?
What is Artemi Panarin's nickname? Answers. The Bread Man, Hot Wheels, Captain Crunch, or Magic Angel Robot from Winnipeg? What is
Do you even know who
Artemi
this guy is,
Yes,
Miller?
I know exactly
No,
who
do
this
you know
guy
who
is.
this guy is?
I know exactly who this guy is.
Is he like a recent guy?
He plays currently for the New York Rangers.
What's the D?
Magic
Mike
Angel
or something? I don't know.
Here's the answers. Artemi Panarin's nickname, Breadman, Hot Wheels, Captain Crunch, or Magic Angel Robot from Winnipeg.
Hey, at some point, you just,
At one time, this
Make chicken salad?
guy actually played for the Chicago Blackhawks.
Who knows?
I have no idea.
All right, here's your answers.
I have no idea.
Guessing. Guessing
Mr.
game.
Miller, you are.
Oh, hey.
Shocking.
Mr. Jarvis, you are.
Yeah.
Sound effects.
Mr.
Blair
McVeigh. Mr. Blair.
Sorry.
So
I'm
you're-
over.
You were the.
I'm the Ofer.
Yeah.
Still Ofer.
Yeah.
That
So
was just a
2-1-0-1.
That's right.
He's so quick with the choices. I can't get him in.
All right. Question number 3. Who was the first pitcher in World Series history to pitch a shutout with at least 8 strikeouts and no walks? It's pretty specific. Who was the first pitcher in World Series history to pitch a shutout with at least 8 strikeouts and no walks? Answers. Josh Beckett, Jack Sanford, Madison Bumgarner, Claude Osteen. Who was the first pitcher in World Series history to pitch a shutout with at least 8 strikeouts and no walks? Beckett, Sanford, Mad Bum, or Claude Osteen?
Whatever. Okay.
C and D were who? C and D were who?
C and D are Madison Bumgarner and Claude Osteen.
I don't know.
Answers.
Who knows?
I don't know.
Probably.
Mr. Miller, you are correct.
Well, I'm out.
Mr. Jarvis, you are incorrect.
Well, I can't beat Chris, so I'm out.
But you won. You got
I
that
won.
one right. And so did Mr. Zach McVeigh. So McVeigh,
McVeigh still has
you got
a chance.
2? Mm-hmm. You got 3 though, right? You got all 3 right.
He
so
has
far.
to get one wrong.
Okay.
Me and you are done, so I ain't even answer.
But answers, at least answer.
At least
Last
answer
question.
it. Nope.
At least question. Last question.
What's the use? I'm out.
Sure.
Football, Super Bowl. What running back holds the Super Bowl record for most yards per carry?
I think we already did this.
You did a single game.
Oh, single game?
Yeah. What running back holds the Super Bowl record for most yards per carry? Answers. Timmy Smith, Marcus Allen, Emmitt Smith, or Terrell Davis? What running back holds the Super Bowl record for most yards per carry? Timmy Smith, Marcus Allen, Emmitt Smith, Terrell Davis.
I gotta go opposite of whatever you got.
Is
so
it
put
one
some down.
game or is it
Probably career, right?
career.
You're talking career.
You know, Super Bowl. Period.
What if
Right?
they played
Yeah.
multiple Super Bowls?
That's
Yeah. What running back holds the Super
That-
Bowl
that-
record
But
for most yards
he has
per
the
carry?
most in that Super Bowl.
No. It's got to be career.
No, it's the answer gives a description that it is in a certain Super Bowl.
Oh.
That's why I said in
Huh?
one Super Bowl. They had the most in a
Yo.
single Super Bowl.
Well, and
Well, then that
it's
changes
him.
things.
I don't. It doesn't matter. I'm not in it, but that's what
what
I'm
do you-
thinking. I don't even know. What
I got
choice
to put
he
some
is.
opposite of what you got. So put your answer
Lose or
down.
losing 2-0.
I'll eat 2-0 already.
Is Huso in tonight?
Probably.
Answers.
What do you get? What'd you put?
B.
All right.
Who is B?
Mr. Miller, you are correct.
Who was that?
Marcus Allen. He broke that big
Marcus
run.
Allen.
Yeah.
In Super Bowl
I thought it was collective.
18.
It was against the Redskins.
Raiders running back Marcus Allen carried the ball 20 times for 191 yards, giving him an amazing 9.6 yards per carry.
Yeah, that big run that he broke off. That's the only reason why.
I had to have something different.
But Timmy Smith and
He had them.
Terrell Davis, I was like, man, that's.
I picked TD.
Timmy Smith was.
He had the single game record.
March
most
Madness.
yards.
I thought there'd be some March Madness questions in there.
You
Don't
would
have
think-
March Madness questions in
Yeah,
here,
this
so-
is your marker.
But
No,
maybe I can
it's gotta
find
be
some
your
for the next
bowl.
couple weeks.
That'd be
See what
good.
we come up with.
Oh, that's fine.
We will see what we come up with.
Sorry, guys.
No March
Not
Madness.
sorry.
So
Missed it by that much.
That March Madness question.
It's
got
like
you
when
the
you
first
play.
week we
It's
did
like when you
this.
play the fight with Randy Carricker, and you're like, yeah, and I'm always like, oh, how would I do this one? Oh, I feel pretty good about it. And Randy gets all for it.
Yeah.
That sucks. Those guys who come on there real confident.
I never
Yeah.
come on.
you know he's not.
No,
on
and
that
I'm
anymore,
talking.
right?
Yeah,
It does
on,
He's
in
not
the
on there.
morning.
in the morning.
Yeah, but it's not the 4 o'clock fight anymore.
It's the
They call it
fight.
Something, yeah, something. Yeah.
It's the fight. It's, the
Now
same,
they-
it's
now
literally
these-
the same thing.
These guys do something else. It's
The
called the
gauntlet.
gauntlet.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's
It's
okay.
entertaining.
Yeah.
But
It's not as entertaining as us.
It's not as good.
No.
So,
Oh, we're
Certainly
the,
not.
we're the most entertaining sports show on
Facebook.
And live stream STL.
According to this, yeah, I've got the greatest spokesperson. This guy right here. He's, here it is right here.
Hey, this is Chris Miller, and you're watching the Coach's Box on Livestream STL, the best sports streaming show there is on Facebook.
See, that's why I said.
As dated as that is, it's still correct.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I've caught other shows. They suck.
He suck.
They suck.
Bedside manner. All right.
I'm not a doctor. Wait. It says we call it like I see it.
Okay.
And you know what I see? I see the best.
You do.
Just the best. Just the best there is.
Just
big fat hairy
with a machine. What do you do when you wake up?
Wake up every morning, piss excellence. That's what I do.
Oh, Miller.
That's what I
That's
say
the first buzzer I heard tonight.
No, that you got.
Yeah, that's right.
I didn't finish. I was like, oh, man. Oh, well.
Sorry.
Oh, well.
1 year, guys, coming up.
1
next
year.
Week.
1
year.
Awesome.
Year.
1 year for us, Zach. It's like
In the dungeon.
3/4 of a year.
That's still pretty darn good.
Even with COVID, 0 weeks missed.
That's right.
0 weeks
Every
missed.
week.
Let me tell you, those virtual ones sucked.
Yeah, they did.
They were tough. They were definitely tough.
Some of them weren't great.
Hey,
Conversation wasn't always great.
well,
But
got to find your niche, and I believe the niche is off the rails a time or two, and
this show has never been off the rails.
And I'll tell you that it
Lately, we've been pretty straight and narrow, man.
I know.
That's
what
what I
is
say
the
about
deal?
even if it's been
Off the rails.
rails.
If you wanna
you
do
are
it-
saving it. No. I've got to figure it out. You are saving it for next week.
No.
Oh yeah.
Listen.
Tune in.
Listen, Zachary. If I want to go off the rails, I will damn sure go off the rails anytime I want.
Anytime I please.
Anytime
I have a
want.
microphone, and you will listen to every word
Hey.
I have to say.
We'll get Jeff and Jim in there to take care of you.
Oh.
Jeff
Where?
and Jim will take care of you if you get off the rails.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they sure will.
Jeff won't.
Wait. I got a stage mic and a backup
Oh, man.
mic. That's right. Joe Dirt was a good movie too.
My goodness.
How many do you make it?
Speaking of Jim, we are happy to have the high school caravan with us starting next week.
I'll be watching.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll be watching.
I'm interested to see who his guests are because he still hasn't even told me.
Be interesting.
I think he's waiting for basketball playoffs to be over with.
Makes sense.
Might see a Josh Spool.
Yeah.
I mean, he could ask one of us. We're available. We're
As
not.
long as it's not Wednesday, we'll be all right.
No, I don't think so.
It's Tuesday next week.
Tuesday.
The 23rd. I don't even think it's next week. Is it next week?
That's
Yes.
Tuesday.
It
next
is
week.
Tuesday.
Next-
Tuesday next week.
yeah.
Tuesday.
Gosh, what is today?
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
17th.
Wow.
It's St.
Patty's
Patty's
Day.
Day.
St. Patty's Day.
Come on, man.
Did you guys drink any green?
No,
liquids?
I need corned beef. Who eats corned beef anyway?
I've had it. It's
hash.
not
It's not
bad.
bad. It's not bad.
It's not great.
The cabbage sucks. The sauerkraut sucks.
Black eyed peas. All
Nope,
that.
I don't do that.
I'd rather have the cabbage than the sauerkraut.
Neither.
Right now,
Neither
I'd
one
rather
would
have a
make
big.
for me.
I just want a piece of bread and a Pepsi.
Got all
so
kinds of
bad.
chips.
Yeah, shut up.
Have it.
Yeah, we're gonna have some chips later.
I want a big piece of pizza.
Oh yeah. Somebody had some emos the other day, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I never wanted that so bad in my
Doesn't
life."
that look good?
Yeah, it did, and yeah, I didn't eat it, so it's all good.
Wow.
McVay, you gonna jump on board on this stuff?
I need to.
I'm just asking.
Oh, I
You're the only
know.
one
I
who's
need
not.
to. I need to. Have to get all the info that y'all got.
Well, I ain't on
Get
the
on
same
it.
as these
Oh,
two,
you're not?
but
Oh, okay.
The crystal meth diet.
Oh my God!
I've only lost 11
goodness.
pounds so far. That's not the crystal
man.
meth diet.
Just kidding. I still have my teeth. I'm good. Obviously, and I'm not doing that.
Obviously.
I mean, I got some family members who know how to cook it, apparently.
Oh
but
my God!
Oh, my.
And we're on.
And there's nothing left. Hey, there isn't anything else to do down there, is there? Wow.
Don't act like that stuff doesn't happen down the road places. Come on.
I have a complex close to me that's happened a couple times.
Hey, you know what's really,
there were nuggets that were on fire,
so
supposedly.
in the town of Ironton one time, so they got the, like the old buildings down Main Street that you see in places.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So the police station is like right here on Main Street. There's a building next door that had a business in it, and on top of the roof, because it's those roofs you can go up on and come out on. It collapsed because a meth lab blew up, and it was right next to the police station.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
I mean, it happened a long time ago, but it was like, hey, really? How do you not smell it? How do you not know it? Hey, don't worry, we're having a party up here. You're not seeing anything. How do you not know?
Nothing to see here.
How do you not know? This isn't the meth you're looking for.
I mean, no ammonia, no smell, no.
I don't know. I guess they're out patrolling all the time. You just didn't know.
Patrolling.
Yeah, Ironton cops. Oh,
Yeah.
it's front out people in Ironton. That was a long time ago. People probably come and gone. Either way.
Hey, we do want to wish one of our good viewers that been on our show a couple times.
Wait,
Coach
hadn't even
Sproul.
read.
Oh, yeah, Coach Sproul. Yeah, good luck.
Coach Warner and Coach Black and the Webster ladies are in the Final Four this weekend.
Yeah.
So,
Awesome.
Best of luck to them. Hopefully they can bring home they got a first semifinal game against Kickapoo. So that should be an interesting one. I mean, Kickapoo's pretty solid this year.
Boys and girls.
Yeah, saw them play on some film, and boy, yeah, they're pretty good.
So I'm going to call it now. I'm going to say it's going to be a St. Louis sweep.
Incarnate?
All classes.
Oh,
4, 5, and 6. Huh?
St. Louis.
Boys and girls?
Boys and girls. Calling it.
Wow.
I like it.
I think it's going to be a St. Louis sweep.
I do, but, man, all those Southwest teams.
Don't matter.
I hear you.
St. Louis is the place to be.
You called North County over Lutheran South, and you got that one wrong.
You know what? Everybody can be wrong.
By the way, congrats to Lutheran South as well, boys.
Yep, congratulations, Lutheran South.
Yeah.
Hey, look, you players got to play. But if I'm going to go right now, I'm going to say St. Louis sweep.
But we definitely got to encourage our viewers, if they have not gotten a bracket yet on our bracket challenge, please prove that this dude can't win everything. Please prove what some of us have proven before.
And don't be surprised when you go on to it to register.
That's good. I like that one. I got it.
When you go on to register, you will get the email back to you. It may not be right away. So we'll give it back. We'll email you back out the information for you to get on and fill out your bracket.
Yeah, we can't put out the password for the whole thing and to everybody. Otherwise, that would be just a little crazy control.
Well, and you wouldn't get any money.
Yeah,
people could just be putting them in there.
Yeah, we're trying to get everybody a pot of money here to have a chance to win.
Right. A pot of gold, maybe on St. Patty's Day.
No gold.
Look at the Irish.
Nope.
No.
Do you know how many people you're up to now?
Not off the top of my head.
I think 20 or 19 or 20.
Maybe.
I saw.
A couple $100
I haven't even put all my brackets in.
I haven't put any of mine in yet.
Jason still has his on paper.
I'm old school, man.
Buddy's in. Him and his wife are in on it.
Oh,
Where's Sims at? Where's Bohr?
I say, where is Bohr?
Kyle Bohr. I haven't heard of a Kyle Bohr sighting at all. Is he alive?
Hey,
he probably don't know what he's.
I don't know, but did you see Sim's outfit today?
Yeah,
he posted on Facebook.
Yes, I did.
Oh my!
At least he dressed up like Wreck-It
Coach
Ralph.
Sims, I don't know what you were doing. Oh, one of the kids said he walked by Sardo's room. One of the kids said, "Clown." As he was walking by, clown, and he looked like a clown.
Not surprised.
So it was good fun today. A bunch of people wore green. It was a fun time.
There you have it. There you are, guys. And
He's one
again,
big leprechaun.
if you're interested in the tournament challenge, go to the Coaches Box Facebook page. Miller's going to he's going to tag it up on top.
I'll put it back on there because nobody else will do it.
Thank you. There you have it. There
You
you
guys are
are.
all technologically disadvantaged.
Yeah.
Riley
Well,
doesn't even know what Twitter is.
I run like 20 different Facebook pages. So
Put it on the comment
Sorry,
section
there
of
you
the
go.
show.
There you go.
They can read the comments and get
Boar
a link
says,
there too.
Send him the info.
Who?
Boar.
He's in. There you go.
Does he not watch the show?
I guess not.
There we go. Thanks for watching the Coach's Box tonight. We will be back again next week from the Jarvis Lair. And don't forget, tomorrow we will be right back here for Main Street Sports. Don't forget, next week, High School Sports Caravan with Jim Powers. Ray Halbrook and all of us here at Livestream STL and the Coach's Box. Have a great evening.